Damn you, Carlos. You thieving bastard.
Oh, I have the wrong.
What?
This one over here has the nice folds or whatever, and maybe this one has some like arm protectors or something. It's only a chest piece, so I'm paying all this for just a chest piece. That's kind of like how the argument's going. I'm going to like try to ignore the part of how it's this one over here has made that way for nice better flexible blah blah. And maybe this one how you normally win an argument by ignoring all the good stuff.
What?
So you want me to roll?
Kardoc still.
Okay.
Is Chris's mic broken again?
So that's 12 plus 9, 19. Wait, no. Wait. I can't do math right now. Sorry. 21. It's been a long day.
Oh, Kardoc, you can don't fret. You can use the calculator over here.
No, you can't.
I can't. I don't have the rights to do that.
Oh, never mind.
21. Okay. Apparently, if I mute my microphone, it then turns the microphone off, and I have to completely disconnect the microphone. So if I stay mute for a long period of time, I'll just immediately text an answer as yes or no or anything. So if I don't answer right away, look at the Tabletop Simulator chat. If you don't hear an answer, it's because I fucking shot myself. You make very good points. Your well-constructed argument convinces the clerk to knock 10% off. So 10% off the 58 gold pieces. So that's... Oh my god. What the fuck happened to the...
What?
What happened to the... Fucking Jesus. Why is the proportions of this calculator weird?
It's wide. It leveled up.
Devon put enlargening cream on it. So you can read them better.
Okay, I don't know what's going on with this calculator. Fuck this calculator. 10% off of 58 is going to be 0.58. So 0.58 times 10 is going to be 5.8. So you're going to only pay 53 and 2 silver.
All right. Carlos is satisfied with that. Also, he was wondering if the clerk would be interested in buying his old leather armor.
Hang on. Percent. Oh, that's really fucking weird. Okay, that's screwed me up. I think I made it right. Buy your old leather armor. What was your old leather armor?
Just regular leather armor.
It was, I believe, the stuff we got from the guards, right?
Yeah.
From the monastery.
Oh, from the dudes.
It was repaired at the monastery. I'm going to say that. So it is functional. It is 100% functional.
Oh, that. No, he doesn't even want to touch it.
Fuck. Fine. All right. You said 53 gold and 2 silver, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Doesn't even want to look at it. Get that out of my face.
Fucking ew.
I'd have to pay him to take it so he could fucking burn it.
Why? Maybe somebody else could use the...
Yeah. Maybe. I'll ask.
Or you can litter.
I can litter.
Maybe someone else in the party does not have any armor. Or you can lit.
I do like this littering option.
Go to the city hall and shit all over the floor.
Oh no.
It was the orcs, you see. They had spies.
Oh, it was right. Shit, I did all that math mentally. Okay, cool.
Math mentally? Okay.
I did that
mental.
math. I did the math mentally, and I got it right. Okay, cool. So you're not gonna... Sorry, are you gonna go browse around and see if somebody will take your piece of shit, I mean your leather armor, or no?
No, I'm just gonna hold on to it.
just in case you find a hobo cold on the streets. Oh wait, no hobos allowed. Never mind. Okay, cool. Where do we leave everybody off? I don't have my notes on me, sadly. They are the one thing that remain at my house.
Khutula was at camp waiting for Nephis, which I don't recall what he was doing. I was on the way to the city, and I think the rest were in the city.
Anton was heading to Eastway to check out what the smoke was, fearing that it's the orcs invading and all that.
Vinshenzo was in the city, playing his lute.
Yes, you were playing your lute in a public park. The public park you would have found, by the way, would be up farther in the Northway sector of the city, and it's just a nice public park. There are some benches that are under trees. There's a small little creek that flows through the park from an underground spring. It's quite a lovely little place. If you like that sort of thing.
Vinshenzo would admire the beauty and use it as inspiration in his music.
Nice. All right. Cool. Okay. Khutula and Nephis, you're outside the city?
I am running back from the lake.
From the lake. All right.
I'm still at the camp, and I was practicing my brand new arcane focus and trying to get a feel for it.
Yeah. Well, you, in no time, given your general skill and how well read you are, you're able to figure out how that arcane focus works, and you can use it now as God intended you to.
All right, she ties some rope to it and puts it like with the amulet that's already around her neck.
Nice.
Oh my.
Oh my. Isaac Stormwind, are you also at camp, or are you still in the city?
I was heading to the city.
You're heading to the city.
Yes.
Okay. That's fucking easy. And Carlos was shopping. And Anton, what were you up to? No, you already told me you were in Eastway looking at the smoke.
Yes.
Sorry. Okay.
Fearing that it was the orcish invasion that was talked about yesterday, pretty much. So...
Oh no. Oh yes. Okay, I figured it out. I fucking figured it out. It's the cord. It's the cord to my headphones, and it's fucked. Okay.
Yes.
That's unpredictably bad, but there we go. At least I know what the problem is. 3 hours with broken headphone cords. Let's do it.
Yes.
I can only hear out of my right ear. Awesome. All right.
Is it
So
plugged in all the way?
no, it's a micro USB insert.
Oh,
into the
okay,
headphones
mine-
themselves.
My headset just decided to start acting weird, and I just played with the wheel on my cord, and it seemed to have fixed it.
It was not you, Captain Knight. It was Captain Chris.
Yeah, but I was also having issues for a moment
Well done.
just now.
Oh my. Yes.
Yes.
Indeed.
Chris, what the shit?
Oh my.
Your microphone's fucked up, Chris.
What the fuck?
Since it's a USB microphone and the connection's fucking up, you sound really low pitch. Congratulations. Nope.
You sound like you're from fucking Cruelty Squad.
Holy shit. That's
Is he not-
impressive.
Is he not just using a program?
No,
It's the Orc Warrior.
it's the Draw Horde.
He's here.
Fuck this shit, guys. Let's get the hell out of here. I changed my mind.
God was an orc all along. Ah, yes.
How about you, creature?
Ah, yes.
Good job, dude.
Uh,
I can't
I can't fucking just.
Ah,
I waited 7 days for this.
we need some ambience. Can somebody get some birds and bees?
No.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
Oh, that's right. The bard is here, so he could find something.
I can make the bot work.
Yes.
Yes.
The beautiful scenery of Vales. You have the little gnome creatures roaming around.
Okay, where the fuck are we here? Okay,
Yes.
hopefully it's not too loud.
Don't sound too bad to me.
Chickens are loose.
Somebody catch the chickens.
Mind the chickens!
The farmer's daughter shall be upset.
Oh
Oh no.
Oh
Devin's
no!
falling down a well again.
I go fetch the rope.
coming! The
This fucking ambience sucks. It's like we're standing in the middle of a fucking crowd.
orcs! In a market.
Marketplace.
Xbox Marketplace.
Hell
Welcome
yeah.
to the Xbox Marketplace.
Khutula casts Shatter into the well.
Get fucked.
Vanquished.
Question is, did Khutula get a free level up?
Everyone got a level up.
Ooh.
Killing Devon.
Medieval town, cozy ambience, ASMR. Sure.
If I kill Devon, who's gonna draw out a shopping list of research for me?
I bet you could convince Anton to do it.
Hey, I can at
Oh.
least read.
But it'd be words.
I think Anton likes Khutula a little too much.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay, that's fair.
Oh.
Oh. And that's
Excellent
the
work,
last
Anton.
it'll be mentioned ever again.
Do-do-do.
And you tell Anton and Khutula to share a room again.
Grace.
I mean, one of them took a bath in front of the other, right?
Man, how
No,
much
there was a
shit is
screen.
gonna break tonight? You know what I mean?
I had a screen, okay? You try being in heavy armor for a couple of days.
Ah, shit, Chris, we're coming in.
I bet Khutula sneaked a peek.
What?
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 I
Chris,
hate
you
Yeah,
this.
actually,
copy?
She actually swapped the mask out, and Anton never noticed.
You precious!
Chris there?
It's all in his head.
Down!
Hello.
Ah,
Is that better?
yeah,
Hello.
that sounds better, Chris.
It sounds perfect.
Khutula, what have you done with Precious?
Sounds normal.
Okay, that works. That works well enough as long as it sounds normal. Okay,
Excellent.
awesome. Okay, Fucking hell. Jesus Christ.
Devon, get up here.
Set.
Get down from there.
All right. Sorry, I'm going to try and get us right back on track as fast as possible to
Understood.
not waste any more time. Okay, so all of you are doing your random stuff. There's smoke and fires to the northeast of the city, not in the immediate vicinity, but sort of on the horizon. Shortly after, like an hour or two after, you notice that there are increased militia patrols in the city on the streets.
Oh,
Militia force.
Anton probably would have noticed this, having been focusing a bit on the smoke, so
we
he's...
can see fires, like the actual fire, not just the smoke.
You see the smoke on the horizon, and you cannot, like, it's not like you see flames rising into the sky, but you can see like the orangey glow of fires in some parts. Yes.
I go to the jewelry store.
Fuck.
It's the beginnings of a forest fire.
If only that were true.
Just like a real one.
Aye.
Okay. Yeah. So, with that information, Vinshenzo goes jewelry shopping. All right. What jewelry are you shopping for?
I'm speaking to the owner about his jewels.
Okay. Are you speaking to the very specific guy who happened to have those two
The Cairona
special
family
rings?
or Helvani family
Rings?
jewels? Yes.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure, because there are many.
I speak to him.
You speak to him. What do you say? What things do you say to this man?
I say, greetings again, shop owner. Do I have his name?
I'm sure I wrote it down.
Isn't it like Antonio or something?
No, that's just
No.
a random artisan that...
That's the specific artisan that could do
Renee.
Carlos's style.
Renee, that's it.
Yeah.
Greetings again, Renee. Are you at all troubled by the fire and smoke on the horizon?
Renee is not troubled by the fire and smoke on the horizon. He tells you that as long as he's been alive, this city has always been a place of peace and security. And living behind these walls, he has no concerns whatsoever.
I admire your merit, and I share your sentiment on the matter, but if it did come down to it, it would be a damn shame to have those family rings fall into the hands of savages. You understand?
He agrees with you. It would be a damn shame.
Perhaps you could lend me the rings. I'll give them to Matron Cairona, and next time you return to our lovely home, she'll return them back to you. I promise. I guarantee you.
You want to roll persuasion for me, please?
Sure. With pleasure. Hiya.
Oh.
Oh, what'd I get?
4.
4 plus 4 plus fucking 3. So 11? Am I right?
Yep.
He is not convinced that these gems or that these precious rings would be safe with you or in anywhere other than his shop. He is not willing to let go of them. He knows the quality of these fine, and he is not willing to part with it so easily.
I understand. You're probably right. I'm just a bit of a worried for my my bloodline, you see. I wouldn't want them to fret over lost property, as it were. But you're probably right. I apologize for concerning you. I leave the store.
Okay. You leave the store. Okay, nice.
I
Cool,
go back
neat.
to playing, keeping an eye on the smoke on the horizon.
Yeah. Khutula, are you going back to the library to do your library things, or are you just hanging out in the camp?
She's probably gonna hang out for a little bit, probably like another hour, see if Nephis gets back. If not, then she'll go to the library.
Okay, I believe you have another you have a little while before you can be fully educated on the topic of pirates, not pirates, sorry, vampires. I don't know why I was thinking pirates. On the topic of vampires,
They are seafaring
I can't remember if I said a
vampires.
week or 2 weeks, but yeah, it's just due to the sheer amount of information and getting to the point where you're knowledgeable from memory. It just, it takes time to study and examine your notes and all that kind of thing.
Mhm.
To the point where you can just info on the fly.
Yeah, you said like it would take at least the rest of the week, so.
Yeah. So start quickly thinking, this is for everybody, but start quickly thinking long term. I'm sure Khutula would have shared that timeline with the rest of you. That's going to take her, several days worth of studying and all that kind of thing. So is there anything specific other than just, hanging out, either living at Nephis's camp or living in the city and doing your day jobs? Is there anything that anybody wants to do?
You were saying how long? How long again?
It's going to take another 4 or 5 days for the rest of the week.
I book as many gigs at the biggest stages that I can.
Okay.
As much as I enjoy this room, I'm going to try and find a cheaper place if possible.
Well, the cheapest place, I believe, would be Nephis's camp, because it's as free as Nephis wants to make it.
Fuck. All right.
You have to pull your weight, though.
Wait. What?
He's literally like working 12-hour days.
Fuck you. I'm fucking working, man.
Anton,
He
you
shows up-
can take Nephis's spot in my room. He went out of town to sleep in the bushes and bramble. I have no idea why.
Yeah, especially seeing that smoke on the horizon, I honestly am not crazy about that. I'd accept his offer. So
Okay.
Who, the camp or the inn? Or my
the
room?
end. If Vin is offering, I'll take it and stop paying for my room. There's just no point in paying for it if it's just me.
Doesn't Khutula lose a room though? Oh no, Cthulhu's at the camp.
She's been going to the camp. I've been like going to my room for like the past 3 days, and it's like, wait, I'm not hearing music anytime I come back anymore. It's like, oh shit, she's gone.
Not here.
She's
That
not
can be
here. What the
arranged,
fuck?
Anton.
I'm too goddamn tired when I get back.
There's
Oh, before I forget, Carlos would offer his old leather armor to anyone that wants it. He would probably offer it to Vin and fucking Anton first, since they'd be the first people he'd see.
Yeah.
But next time he's in the camp, he'd also offer to them if he didn't already give it away.
I'd much prefer my chainmail. Though if you're just needing somebody to carry it, I can carry it for you too.
Vin would take it. I hope it doesn't come to it, but ever since the Colosseum, they've stripped me of my leather tabard.
Yeah, it's better, definitely better than nothing.
Not for me.
Shut up.
Oh,
You're not here. You can't talk.
I take the leather
Okay.
armor, but I don't put it on.
So within those days, I'm trying to decide if I want to do something as well.
Okay. Well, while you figure that out, I'm just going to move down the line, and you can think about what you want to do. Isaac, is there anything special you want to do, or are you just functioning normally for those few days?
He's high functioning.
See, I saw your thing light up, but I didn't hear you actually say anything.
How about now?
Yeah, I hear you now.
Okay. I'm just going to continue the day job while keeping an eye on the fire and shit. Seeing if that's moving closer.
Devon, the equation for daily work is based off of the type of job that you're doing. So I believe I posted it in Discord a while ago, but if you tell me what job you're doing to make money, I can tell you the equivalent lifestyle that you've earned.
It's fishing. I'm selling to the
Fishing. Yep.
I was wondering, so I didn't have to like ask for you to do it each time because I keep forgetting it.
Yeah. Just give me. I will give you that. I will let you know that. I will let you know exactly what you make, and I'll repost to the table and pin it when I do get it. So I think is that it? Khutula, you're doing library. Nephis, he's trying to sell fish at the fish market. Vinshenzo, you're just booking and playing gigs. Carlos, you are doing what for 5 days? So you're just, please tell me you're not spending 5 days trying to find some poor sucker to take your cobbled together leather armor.
I took
Ben
it.
already took it.
Okay.
No, I'm just
It's
doing
not
my normal.
cobbled together.
It's not.
Yeah,
cobbled.
it is. It's fucking like,
patched.
patched and yeah.
Yeah, it's still effective.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it looked like shit.
Fuck you.
And if I welded a bunch of fucking car doors together, they'd work pretty well as a shield. Doesn't mean anybody's gonna want to buy it.
Depends on how shitty you are at welding.
Yeah.
It's
Anyway,
true.
I'm
Chris
just gonna
is
be
a pig welder.
continuing to do my fucking drifting thing. And is
Okay.
Vin going to team up with me during the nights again?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I would warn everyone
stop
about
us.
the Sagandi fish dwellers in the lake.
What is that? Tell me what that is. Or are you just saying that at the people at camp?
I would tell the people at camp and anyone that came to camp. I'm keeping to myself.
I do not come to camp.
Okay.
Amazing.
Visit me.
God, I've made my decision as I put in the text chat.
Okay. Just give me a second.
Ah, yes, messaging me on Teams at fucking like 8 o'clock.
Wake up, it's time to work.
He was congratulating me on a sale that I made today, but honestly, I'd rather you just shut up.
Oops, was my mic on?
Thomas Bovey says, awesome, Max. Way to keep rolling.
Way to keep rolling. It's truly an
Fucking
inspiration.
okay. You have said that you are going to. When you're done doing your blacksmithing job, you visit the library, see if you can find anything involving Calhoun. Okay, cool. How long are you spending researching Calhoun?
That depends. How long is the library going to be open when I get done?
The library closes just after dusk.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm going to see if I can find any resources as long as possible. So.
Anton does the 24-hour library challenge.
Yeah,
Just
you can stay in
hoping-
the library as late as you want. You just can't enter the library after a certain period of time.
Okay. Okay. Well, in that case, 4 hours.
4 hours. All right. Roll me history check. I'm just gonna move through. So Vin, Carlos, do you remember the strategy we used to figure out how much money you guys made at the nighttime?
No.
Like automatic, because it was just another 4 gold per day.
Oh, okay. There we go. Never mind. There we go.
Yeah, so we
So you guys make that much.
Yeah, we get 4 gold per day, then 4 gold per evening.
Now, I assume, given the fact that Vinshenzo is booking gigs, those are happening during the evening. I'm assuming Carlos, during those evenings where Vinshenzo is performing, he would then go to that performance and, find ways of.
Am I getting any extra
making
pay
some
from
cash?
these late gigs? Are these like major gigs? Like, come on now. Let's be real.
No, they're not major. They're not major gigs, and the reason they're not major gigs is because they're short notice. But instead of going to a casino and just bimble bumping around and making 4 gold pieces off of the earnings of Carlos, it'll be you who's piggybacking the duo there, and Carlos is making money off of you. So however Vinshenzo wants to see that, if you're doing just like a weeknight sort of performance in the park that people are coming out to see, you're going to make 4 gold in an evening. So that means you're making 8 gold a day. So instead of your evening performance being at a gambling house, it's at the different amphitheaters and places you're playing.
Okay. So we make 4 gold a night as well.
Yeah, so you're making 8.
Okay.
Each of you are making 8 gold pieces a day, which, to be fair, ain't fucking bad. You're hustling pretty hard there, boys.
I have 69 gold pieces.
He is 69 gold pieces. Does somebody have 420 silver?
I once had that.
I once
420.
had that.
Okay. Funny jokes all around. Nat 20 plus 3. You find a book all about Calhoun in a section of the library, and it is all about him and his life and times. And coincidentally, right next to it had another one about there's like an autobiography, and then something somebody else did as like a research paper in university, and they did really good. It's like their thesis project or whatever the medieval equivalent was.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, so you find some very specific targeted information. You can ask me 3 questions about Calhoun right now, and in the future, if you try and recall information, I'll give you advantage.
Ooh.
Okay,
Apocalypse
so
World style right now.
Write that down because I don't have my notes on me. I'm gonna say this for everybody. If you get special shit like that, please write it down because right now I have no pen or paper or anything to just sort of keep track.
Make a
I'm gonna
note
bring
card
that
and
stuff
write it
with me
down
this weekend.
in the game. You can type it out.
yeah, I'm putting
true.
notes
Just
here.
saying.
Or press the Windows button and type in Notepad and use the built-in Notepad for Windows 10 and 11.
Yep, that's true too.
So first question.
Yeah.
Do I find anything involving Maranath?
Involving Maranath. No.
No. Any other important figures aside from him then that I saw?
There's a lot of him. There's a lot of names. There's a lot of things, but there's no direct affiliation, constant contact or friendships or anything like that. Really, it's names are mentioned and prominent positions are noted, but it's more the mayor of some town came by and congratulated him on his great work after he helped bring a village back from a drought because he's such a nice dude.
Okay. So I mean
Things
that's
like
still
that.
that's still reassuring.
Yeah.
The second thing I want to ask about is, do I find anything involving this mask? I want to try and see if there's any information on this.
Anything? Well, I mean, his mask is mentioned that it was gifted to him. It goes into a little bit more detail about the way he was, basically the way he described to his followers or his people how he had come across it and all that kind of stuff. Given his devotion and his devotion to his flock and his worship of his god, and that kind of thing.
But it doesn't mention any form of like magical properties or any of that. Because I mean, I know Khutula said that there wasn't anything magical about it at all. It just, I felt that I had to find. I felt that I had to find something.
This isn't a book all about his mask. This is a book all about him, and an important part of his life was the fact that he was recognized for his devotion and given this holy artifact by someone related to his church as reward for the great deeds that he had done. And then aside from that, it doesn't really talk much about the mask in any technical details or any specific, relating to this. It's all about the man.
All right, I'm still satisfied with those findings either way.
Yeah.
Either way, from what I'm finding from the readings, he was a spectacular guy, though.
Oh my.
Where? I'd like to see if I can find more on the general areas in which this religion existed. If it was just, I mean, it's something that's not from around West Marches, from what I've heard. Does it originate from anywhere in particular, elsewhere in the world?
That's going to be a different library search.
Damn.
With more time and more history rolls involved, because you're looking at a different topic entirely.
Okay. Do I find anything involving him being? I thought he was said to be an archlich. Is that correct?
He was referred to as an archlich, but it wasn't referred to in a bad way.
Okay, so he wasn't like. It was more of a title, not an undead thing here.
No, it was.
Okay.
It was sort of both, really. In the sense that like the title and the role were one and the same for him. He was an archlich. He was a powerful lich, but he was a powerful lich specifically because of his role and what he did. He facilitated direct communication and involved himself directly with the passage of beings to and from the afterlife. To or from the afterlife. So, like, that involves a lot of necromancy.
So far, I am happy with my findings, especially even finding a book at all. I felt is a miracle. So, having
this
found...
is the Great Library of Vales. People just generally associate essentially this is Alexandria, what you're reading, you're in right now.
But this is something it's quite ancient from what I understand, so I wasn't sure if it existed, but to see that it exists, I might be able to understand it more. So, I'm probably not going to do my bounty jobs for a little bit, and I'm going to see if I can continue to do some research after my my blacksmithing job every day. So.
Okay. So that is Carlos and Anton and Vinshenzo done for a week. Nephis is working. Isaac is.
I'm just going to continue working, yeah.
Khutula is librarying.
Yeah.
The next 5 days. Fucking easy, okay.
Nice.
I was just really hoping I could find this chart in the background and make life good, but maybe I put it here. No, I didn't put it here. Too bad. Okay, I'm going to state just that I don't spend like 15 minutes trying to find this again, because I did write it down somewhere, but I can't figure it out. I'm going to state that you make 2 gold pieces per day in this market. Given your fishing experience and just generally the value of goods, 2 gold pieces per day. Yeah.
Copy that.
So I should calculate gold for the next 5 days, correct?
Yeah, earnings if you're working at the blacksmith shop and then going to the library and then going back to the blacksmith shop, then you make your day wage. But every single time you research something, you got to spend some time and you got to roll history.
That's fine. I can certainly do that. I make 15 gold over that time, though. So
I'm saying history, or probably investigation, shouldn't it? I'm gonna give it to you for investigation instead.
I still get the same amount anyway, so
yeah, I know.
+3.
I'm trying
to.
Wait,
no wait. Oh, investigation. My bad. 0. I don't get a bonus to investigation.
Oh goddamn.
Yeah.
Better.
Wow.
Yeah, history.
Yeah, history was better.
History was much better. Investigation. I'm not a detective. I'm not a murder investigator. I murder people. Okay.
Just roll your fucking intelligence. I don't know. You're trying to read information.
A week is
that's fine.
7 days or 5 days?
You have another 5 days.
Okay.
We make 40 gold.
I made 40 gold.
Gross.
I'm at 15.
With Carlos.
Anton got 16
What happened
with investigation.
Work together.
Okay. And this is on the mask? No, this is on the religion.
Yeah, the religion for right now.
Okay, 16. You can ask me 2 questions about this religion.
So, judging from what I've heard so far, it just seems like these guys don't seem like they're anything particularly malicious. Reading through this book, I don't imagine the flock was anything malicious either, correct?
Well, as with any religious orders, it's not a there's good people, there's bad people, but it's not like a militant extremist religion or anything like that, if that's what you're looking for. This.
Okay, so it's pretty much just like any of your ordinary religions as far as just the followers you find.
Yeah, there's some level of organization to it. It preaches, love thy neighbor, care for one another, all that kind of stuff. Work hard, be good. Standard fare. Worship your gods.
Is there anything in particular I should know that the flock did during their time? Like, did they have any sort of like obligations, rituals they had to do? I'm just kind of curious.
You mean like their standard method of practice?
Yeah, I was just kind of curious since I'm already reading on it.
Yeah, well, everybody kept shrines in their home, so that they could pray every night before they went to bed. To pray. So this religion, they believed that at night when they were sleeping, their souls left their bodies to travel between planes, like in the space between planes, just to roam free, essentially. And so every night before these worshippers went to bed, they would pray for the angels to guide their souls back into their bodies in the morning. And it's said that the people who died in their sleep, their souls just never made it back, and they carried on to the afterlife, sort of thing like that. But they'd hold a ritual to make sure, a ceremony or a ritual to make sure that that soul would make it to the afterlife. And if for whatever reason you were killed during the night, part of the prayer was, if something happens to me, please make sure I make it across the river. Please make sure I make it to heaven, kind of thing like that. So that's every day or every night before bed they pray for their safety, and then they'll go to the temple to worship various things, celebration of life, baptisms, things like that. They would congregate every moon, so not every week, but every moon. They would congregate to give thanks or to pray for better times, depending on what's happening in the community.
That actually sounds incredibly fascinating. However, damn, I really wish I had a third question because I was going to ask another one.
You can ask another question. You can ask another question. You just,
Did the gods that they worship to even approve of them praying? Because some may not like something like that. They don't like to, be a religious figure or something like that. They may not approve of prayer, or does that not seem to show up anywhere?
You can roll history.
Roll history.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll let you roll with advantage because you're actively reading the book.
Okay, 7. That's not looking.
Oh,
Do again. God, these things bounce so much nicer when I
15.
that's
Plus
a
3.
solid roll.
Plus 3, 16, 17,
I was
18.
distracted
Okay.
briefly by a bird that flew in the library.
So there's a very good relationship between the gods and their worshippers, the gods and their worshippers, specifically because these gods of death were not malicious gods of death. They were there to take care of and watch over their flock, and their flock was appreciative of them. It was an appreciative sort of mutual respect and love kind of thing. And there are stories that you find about, their paladins coming in and members of the Holy Order, performing minor miracles, but this was never a widely followed religion, and these gods were considered fairly minor gods. And that's one of the reasons, like towards the end of the book that you're reading, you find out one of the reasons why it sort of petered out and got folded into, or eventually there just weren't any believers left, was just because of how sort of amiable and small this religious practice was. They weren't like a cult or anything. It wasn't like a weird cult on the edge of town. There were several parishes, and there was enough believers. They did have a small holy order. It's just they're so
Eventually, it just died out.
It just died out. There was no.
There wasn't actually. Yeah, there's nothing more to understand than that. Sometimes that just happens.
Yep, that's it.
That is fucking cool. All right.
Hell yeah.
All right. Is anybody paying attention just while they're going about their day, specifically paying attention for what that smoke on the horizon might have been? Or are you keeping your ear out? Or
Anton.
Okay.
If I'm in
Anton
an
would be if
outdoor
he's-
amphitheater, then yes.
So after about a day, all those smokes and fires they go away. They've dispersed. There's nothing. The horizons are clear again. But the patrols in the city haven't decreased, and in fact, once or twice, as Nephis and Khutula and I believe Isaac's, whoever the camp dwellers are, the camp dwellers in the north of the city, making the trek to and from the city gates a few times, you would start to see caravans and columns of soldiers moving down the roads. Sometimes it would just be a few dozen. Sometimes there would be a few hundred, like 1 or 200 troops, and any number in between. Some of them were wearing different uniforms. Others are better equipped. even not just within the columns of soldiers, but just comparing the different formations of troops. And it's not like there's a different formation every hour, but you can definitely pick up a lot of activity moving around Vales. And a lot of these columns are moving to the west. Or sorry, moving to the east.
Oh.
On the 5th day of you guys muddling and messing around, you hear several of the bell towers on the east side of the city begin to chime together, and a loud horn blows above the Sunrise Ward gates.
Ah, fuck.
To the walls.
I seek out Carlos Santiago.
Okay.
Anton is going to see
This
what the
is
hell
about noon time, just for chronological perspective.
Oh shit, so I'm probably at the blacksmith right now.
Oh,
Yeah, it's sort of middle of the working day.
How audible is it inside the library?
Barely.
Probably don't even notice it then.
No, you would barely notice it. Actually, no, deep in that library, deep in research, you have no idea what's going on.
Deep in the library, deep in research, 9 passive wisdom, don't hear shit.
No.
what a
Oh,
good
shit.
book.
I love it.
What a lovely sound. What an interesting bird.
What a queer church bell.
How is Vin gonna find Carlos? Curious.
I'm curious too.
I go to
Is he
one
go-
of the gambling halls where Carlos would be grifting, I guess.
Okay.
How many are there? 4?
There's more than 4.
If only there was some way that I could receive a message to tell me to go somewhere.
If only there was some way.
That's high-level magic, son.
It's alright if you don't want to use it.
I will not.
Okay, so you're just gonna search gambling halls. Are you gonna go to the closest one, or are you gonna go to a specific one that maybe you guys frequented a lot, or I don't know. I'll give you guys the latitude to figure out if there's a place you normally meet up.
If Carlos was grifting normally at a hall, at a place that he frequented, then I would probably know about it, because we would probably meet like around there to go grift at night.
Again,
Yeah,
I'll
and
give
we
you
would-
both the latitude to figure that out.
Yeah, because like they'd pretty much have like one or two, or Carlos would have one or two gambling halls that he would frequent for the day. Then they would avoid those at night so that he wouldn't get like a bad reputation in there or something for
Yeah.
people losing money.
Yes. Okay, I go to
Yeah.
1 or 2 gambling halls looking for Carlos.
All right. Well, it's gonna take
do
you.
I-
What? Yeah.
Does Carlos hear the commotion outside from inside the gambling hall?
What's his passive perception?
Like 18.
I mean, it would be louder than a library, probably.
You recognize the sound of several church bells chiming in unison, but it's not like it's nothing that really stops any commotion or activity inside this gambling hall. So, like, you are aware with your ears, yes, you do hear those church bells.
Does Anton hear it over in Iron Reach?
No.
No? Fuck. Alright. In that case, I keep working.
Okay, so how long does it take Vin to find Carlos?
An hour.
Fair enough.
I find Carlos.
Vin, what are you doing here? I would have figured you'd be playing your lute or something.
If the world was a perfect place, perhaps, Carlos. I love your naivete at times. It is really quite charming.
Carlos would raise his eyebrows.
The activity of the gods and the smoke on the horizon has me a bit concerned. At first, I thought it was just commoners sharing their petty drivel with rumors and whatnot, but if it comes to a citywide raid, then I must secure those family rings, else they be fallen into. What word did I use to describe them earlier?
Family jewels.
No, the orcs fall into.
I don't know, savages,
Marauders?
barbarians, something like that.
Savages. Yeah, that's what I said.
He had to try it out first, see if it sounded right. Carlos would kind of give him a look, as if he was like kind of considering what their best course of action would be. Oh, all right.
I spoke to the jeweler. He's a fine man of noble birth, no doubt, but he would not come around. I'm going to spend some time looking over the jewelry store and see if there isn't a way for me to recover them, if it comes to that.
Well, depending on how close you want to cut it, and if these orcs actually do attack the town, the closer they get to the jewelry shop, the more of a distraction there'll be from him and from anyone else around. And if it came to it, eventually you'd be able to just probably snatch him and run.
I grab Carlos's forearm. If I need your help, Carlos, do I have it?
Carlos would be silent for a few moments, but eventually he would nod his head sternly. Aye, you have it. You've been a good friend these past weeks. I will help you.
I will see to it that my family compensates you for your efforts. I will begin looking over the jewelers, see if there's an easier way, but it would mean a great deal for me and for my family. I would perhaps gain a lot of respect.
Isn't that what we all want? All right. Do you need me now, or in a couple hours?
Go back to your games, Carlos, but I'll be unavailable tonight.
If this town isn't sacked by then, I'll finish up a little bit here, and I'll come find you in about an hour.
Hell yeah.
So
Vin
Nephis,
leaves.
Isaac, you would both be able to, from where you are and where you've been going, you would be able to hear the commotion of bells. I believe Nephis is the only one who would be able to hear the gate horn. Isaac possibly too. I can't remember what it is you do for a job.
I do bounty work.
Oh, then you would have fucking heard it.
Vin goes.
He would have been all over the city. Like it's fairly plausible that he would have been somewhere nearby.
And which gate exactly was it again?
The Sunrise Ward Gate on the east side of the city.
Excellent.
That's right. That's very close to the end. So yeah. Anybody?
Yes, and once again, it is at around noontime.
So, Carlos would finish up a little earlier than he expected. So, before meeting up with Vin at the jewelry shop, he would try to get a vantage point over the wall and see if he can see anything.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's a very easy to get a vantage point over this wall. If you guys remember description I gave of this city, but it's essentially the citadel and sort of the lower middle part of the city is built on at the edge of a mountain range, and then the rest of the city is sort of descending into a valley around that, just like the red contour that's been built. So all you really have to do is go up towards the southwest side of the city, essentially, and you can see over the wall quite easily. This is the small, less important cousin of Minas Tirith.
Then I do that.
Okay, so you're able to see over the wall, and what you see does not require a perception check because it's pretty fucking big. And anybody else who recognizes that there's something that might be happening and also chooses, for whatever reason, to investigate, you will either see or have heard of this, because it's starting to, as time goes on, grant even more of a commotion up until the point where it's inevitable that you all find out. So there are streams of wounded soldiers that are returning to the city with broken banners, bandages wrapping up arms, heads, some soldiers being carried on stretchers by their fellow men or being borne on horsebound carts. There are also battered and bloodied looking troops that are marching in formation, hundreds upon hundreds in columns again. There are lines of cavalrymen and a few other wagon or caravans full of horses with wagons carrying supplies and equipment. At the end of this caravan, which takes until sunset to enter fully into the city, at the end of this, there are troops still in full battle dress that are sort of beating a fighting retreat. They're at the rear of the formation, still waiting for potential combat. They're moving in line. Nothing is pursuing them, if anybody chooses to watch that long. But as the day goes by, A, soldiers start streaming into the city. B, citizens are now, like, it's the only thing they're talking about. C, the militia's shit its pants as a collective organization and is getting on high alert. And D, more church bells and war horns are beginning to sound the alarm.
Can I go to the keep before all this happens?
You can go to the keep during all of this happening, because you've already spent an hour trying to find Carlos, which is nothing wrong with that. But as you would be moving towards the city, these things are in the process of happening.
Okay, I go to the keep.
Okay. It's going to take you... So I'm going to say that you guys were in the center of the city, kind of where my mouse is hovering, that little green dot around here. So it'll take you about an hour, another hour's worth, to get up through to the upper ward to the keep gates.
Okay, I go to the keep.
Yes. You are stopped at the gates. I just really quickly want to hear what Nephis, Isaac, Anton...
Yeah, go ahead.
You guys would have
just wanted that to be in rotation.
Deadly, okay.
Before I lost my time.
Oh, that's good. I have it in the note now. Nephis.
Do I hear any of this? I'm unaware.
Yes.
While I would be fishing.
You would have heard it while you would have heard the echo from outside of town, the clamor from outside of town as you were fishing. And again, given the escalation over the period of time that I told you about, as you inevitably venture into town to sell your wares, you have been made well known of the situation. You can figure out what part and time in the afternoon to discover the severity, in terms of, like, if you're coming later in the afternoon, obviously, like, there might be troops in the city that are coming back, or the citizenry is all a bus, or anyways, you understand where the scale is for points of severity. So what would you like? Is there anything you would like to do, or how's your reaction?
Would also head to the highest point in the town, which would probably be the keep, and just look around, and once realizing that there's no actual orc outside of the gates, he would kind of go back to what he was doing.
Okay. So going up to Khutula.
I mean, I'd be in the library. I didn't hear anything.
Again, even towards the end of the day, this information and this event reaches you.
Okay.
For everyone, you can choose how late in the day you figure it out. But as I said, like there's a sort of a scale from, oh, there's a couple church bells chiming to, dear God, the city's getting ready for a fight. Kind of escalation. So at some point, as I said, all of you would notice. You can figure out to yourself how your character would have seen at what time and all this kind of thing, and react accordingly. So you're in the library. Eventually, you find out whatever part of the day what do.
Yeah, she'd probably come out. I imagine they would have like started turning the square into a lot of like whether it's like a makeshift triage or just general like setup and preparations.
Yeah, but this is more on the east side. More on the east side.
Okay. She'd probably be just like traveling back through, like grabbing food and stuff like that. Start either hearing things or seeing an influx of soldiers and wounded, and probably try to seek one of her companions out.
Okay. How do you choose to do this?
Well, it's still too early for them to like be back at camp and shit like that. She would probably just wander the streets for a little bit, see if she can find them. If not, she'll go back to the camp. So I can like make a roll for that.
Just hold on. You might bump into someone. Isaac, what are you up to?
I mean, when it first occurred during the day, or when I would have gone to check it out at the gate, found out what was going on, and then try to figure out or find the rest of the party. Starting first with the inn, and then the library if I couldn't find anyone.
Okay, Isaac and Khutula, you bump into each other.
Oh my god. This shit's crazy.
Oh my god.
Look, I didn't know where anyone was. All I know is that some people stayed at the inn, and Khutula was going to the library.
Oh, I'm here now.
For reference, just for the sake of it, I'm going to say the two of you find each other. So the both of you had the intent of going to the inn. Eventually, Isaac, you know that Khutula was in the library. So I'll say you guys meet, if for reference, just outside the blue mark by Lower Ward. So you guys meet there in the city. I have to go to the bathroom super duper quick. If you guys want to take a second to figure out, I don't know, chat amongst yourselves, what might be happening, what's going on. Maybe if you need to drink water or go pee, do that as well.
I'm going to the keep.
Yes.
For unknown reasons.
There.
Unknown reasons.
Excellent work.
Outstanding move.
I mean, I can tell you why, but that you don't know why. Why would I tell you why?
The Sagandis are staying at the Vales Lake.
Sagandis. We might have a problem.
Boss. Sagandis.
They carry a rare disease. It's known as ligma.
All right, I'm back.
Ugh.
There's no cure.
Boss, Ligma can only be transferred through those that speak Sugandanese. Boss, you're gonna have to find those that speak it.
Correct.
Hell yeah, dude, I love it. I'm going to the keep.
Hell yeah, dude.
Seeker, catch that chicken. Do it.
The chickens are loose.
Get them.
The farmer's daughter will not be pleased.
Oh, could you please round up the chickens for me?
Chicken chaser. You chase chickens.
An orc just grabs her and rips her in half with his hands.
Oh. Oh shit. What the fuck?
Oh.
Oh, it's perfect, boss.
There we go. Okay.
Hello.
Okay, 3.
Perfect.
Wait, you're holding it lower than me.
Hold on.
Oh.
All right, I'm back. I'm ready.
God damn it! Hello. I'm going to
Hello.
keep.
Hello.
Yes. Okay. You get to the keep, and you are blocked not by militia, town guards, but you're. Oh my, Jesus Christ! Can you hear that?
Yes.
You can. You cannot progress further because the professional soldiery, actual fucking troops, are at the gate. They're blocking. They're not blocking access entirely, but they are definitely performing checks to see who's coming through for what business. So as you walk up to the gates, you are blocked by 2 soldiers who inquire as to your business.
I make my signet ring appear and say, I'm Vinshenzo Cairona of the Cairona family. I have business with the nobles. Urgent matters.
They let you pass upon seeing the signet ring.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I go to the keep.
Carlos, are you with him?
Would I have run into you then?
Maybe. Depends how soon after you came after me. I did not go to the jewelry store first.
Did you immediately go to the keep?
Yes.
Then no, I wouldn't have run into you.
I'm making haste.
Right now, I would probably be
At
looking over the wall.
Foxwoods.
I'd be looking over the wall. I'd be like somewhere over here, I think.
All right. Well, so Vin, you enter the castle, or the castle itself, and it's not a formidable fortress made of, thick stone and defensive emplacements up the ass. It's rather more like a fancy estate than it is a castle. As you enter in, you can tell that the curtain wall is barely high enough to stop people from coming in. It's maybe 15 feet tall at the most. On the lower side over here, sort of, they're counting on the rough terrain from stopping anybody from attacking from that side.
I admire the elegance
itself,
and ignore any strategic or military advantages of the surroundings.
Well, it's quite elegant. It's a very nice estate, as is appropriate for somebody who rules over such a wealthy city. His keep and his grounds are very nice. There's gardens, there's a few interesting animals that are either roaming freely or under watch. You can see children learning to ride horse, other things like that. You can see a few people wearing fine clothes touring the grounds. There are esquires and knights and all sorts of workers that are there just keeping the place looking nice and functional.
Even in my rush and bustle, I take a moment to admire the beauty.
Mm-hmm.
I seek out the nobles or the rulers.
The rulers. So that would be at the main keep itself, to which you enter. I assume you present your signet ring once more when challenged and go through the whole fashugal. So you get in, and quite contradictory to the appearance of the to the outside of everything's functioning. It's a nice, well ordered estate and grounds. You get inside, and the main hall is chaos. People are screaming at each other from either sides of the main hall. There's a man sitting upon quite a lovely gilded throne who is also shouting. There are generals in their war plate with their cloaks and their advisors that are screaming at each other, and there's lesser dukes and lords with their own coats of arms and their own advisors who all clamoring to be heard. It's just pandemonium, and you are immediately blasted with this wall of noise when you step into the building, and it's like almost deafening, the degree of just people screaming at each other. Nobody knows what's going on. Everybody's just scared and confused.
I try to steal a moment of the royals' time.
And how are you going to do this over the deafening barrage of sound and confusion?
If there's no room for my voice, then there's only one other thing to do.
Okay.
Oh fuck.
Should I roll performance, Chris?
I would like you, just for the sake of it, to explain what you're gonna do.
I play my music as best I can.
Okay, start a strummin' and perform me good.
Performance roll, yes?
Yeah, yes please.
Come on, you can do it.
Oh
yeah.
That's
a
plus
nice roll.
10, plus 2, plus 12.
Damn, bro. What's that, 31?
That's
hella good.
almost a big natural, but that's good enough. So you make perfect use of the acoustics of this chamber to really get everybody's attention. Your music is in such a way that is so hard not to hear. You pick a key that is contrary to... Oh, goodbye. Uh-oh. That's very sad.
It's a sad time.
Indeed, tragic.
Well, you catch everybody's attention. They are all looking at you. Several people are not very impressed, especially given the somber nature of this music.
How does the royal receive it?
Oh, he's staring daggers at you. It sounds like you're lamenting his impending defeat.
Probably isn't that bad, but
It sounds like a fucking funeral procession. They're all arguing about the end of days. Then here comes this fucking drow prancing in on the red carpet, fucking playing a dirge to the dead.
I love
Listen to this. It's like, I'm fairly certain that they're gonna play this when fucking King Charles, or whatever the hell his name is, drops dead. Jesus Christ.
I say... A moment of your time, sir. I am of the Cairona family.
Yeah.
You can't hold it in.
Are you saying this while you're playing it, or do you stop playing?
I stopped playing.
Okay, let's just
Stop that right where it's at now.
stop that right now.
I am Vinshenzo Cairona of the Cairona family. I make my signet ring appear and flash it.
Okay.
And I say, I humbly request 6 spots in your keep for myself and all of my employ who will fight to the death for this place. Huzzah!
I love it.
All right.
Cast microphone. Oh shit. He
Fuck.
volunteered us. Oh,
Stay on.
Fuck.
amazing.
May Vales stand forever
Voluntold.
for 1,000 years.
Amazing.
God.
Are you gonna try and roll something, or is this the statement you make to him? Because I'm ready for a response right now, brother.
That's what I say. I say that.
Okay. So, given the fact that you've wonderfully made the hall silent for this guy, is anybody? If I have told anybody the name of this man, I'd be really happy to know before I invent him a name. Because
No, you simply refer to him as the King of Vales, like way back.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure if I called him like Dave and it was like, you called him Frederick last time. I just wanted to make sure I didn't do that.
Strombopolis.
Long live the King of Vales, King Dave.
King Dave.
Hell yeah.
King Dave Bob.
King Dave.
Second of his name.
The 17th, because of how many people are named fucking Dave. Okay, so the king doesn't leap from his seat, but he leans forward. His face is red with rage, and he says, "You fool! What are you doing coming in here playing games? I have to have you escorted out this instant!"
I'll escort myself. I expected better treatment from a noble such as you.
This is war, man! There's no time for pomp and protocol! Can't you see we're in an emergency crisis here?
Then you've lost the best 6 soldiers you had, sir. And I turn around and leave.
Okay.
Does he try to stop him?
They go back to their bickering behind you as you leave.
You just lost the aid of the main characters.
Well,
no.
fuck.
He lost 6 random dudes he's never met before after he's dealing with the fact that he's got an influx of hundreds of dead and wounded.
Yeah, but any of them have plot armor?
That's a good question. Do you have plot armor?
I don't.
No.
I
Well, maybe.
I have chainmail.
I have something special. It's the potion of meta.
Oh fuck!
I send magical message, using my level 3 spell called Sending to Nephis.
Okay.
I strum a tune on my new lute and send a message to Nephis. Okay, hold on. Yeah, go ahead. I'll come back to me on this. I need to figure out 25 words.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna skip Nephis too because he's about to get a message in his head. Khutula, you are dead bird. Do not eat. Sorry, you and Isaac have seeked companions, so you've done that. Oh, I never went all the way down the line. Fuck. I'm an asshole. I'm sorry. Khutula and Isaac had found each other. Carlos was staring at a hive. Anton, what are you up to? What are you doing? What are you doing?
So I'd imagine I am most certainly hearing this over in Iron Reach at this point.
Once again, eventually you find out. How you find out is up to you, but eventually you find out.
I want to ask the dwarves their opinion on the situation, what they think of this.
Oh, it's a bloody mess.
Fuck. Well, I feel like I'm gonna have to try and do something. And I go ahead and put my tools down. I'm gonna go ahead and go into Vales and see if I can help out with some things. If you don't mind.
They wave you off. They're like, yeah.
Do I get any minor amounts of gold, or is it just completely waived off?
You left before the end of the day. You get paid at the end of the day, so you left before you got paid.
Okay, that's fine. I don't care. I am going to go investigate Vales and see what the hell is going on, because I'm on the wrong side of the city to really see what's going on. But I am concerned hearing all that it is going on. After the talk with the group, almost a week back, I didn't realize that perhaps I was speaking the truth. Or just, it's literally a coincidence. But I grow even more concerned by the minute. Let's see. Do I find any of my friends in the square at all? Am I just finding wounded soldiers? That's literally it.
You don't find any of your friends.
Okay. In that case, I'm probably just going to just take a look at this mess for a minute as I'm walking in the direction of the inn. Does this at all remind me of the Dordian Cognate? Just seeing these rows of people just everywhere like this.
Time for a war flashback.
Yeah, I just...
Let's roll ourselves a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, fuck.
Great.
If you're gonna ask a question, you gotta be prepared for the consequences.
Shit!
That is a 6.
Full PTSD flashback.
God damn it. No!
You were gonna fail one eventually, Anton.
Not again.
It's like
Anton.
fucking chill with the whispering voices. Do I hear this? Yeah. Oh, you hear it.
Yeah, I'm just going to
Anton falls to his knees.
I'm not going to fall to my...
You fucking like
friends.
collapse against a column of a wall as you smell all of the smells that remind you of all of your dead friends. Every single fucking one of them.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a minute.
Hey, remember that time your friends all died? Yeah.
Remember that time?
Anton's gonna need a minute, guys, okay?
All right, Vinshenzo, what's your text message? What's your Twitter post?
He's
I
tweeting.
send Nephis a message directly into his brainstem. I tried to secure safety in the town keep to no avail. Warn the others. The king is calling this madness war. And Nephis
I
can
get to
respond. Yes.
Oh.
With 25 words or less.
He's just gonna use one word: grunt.
I'll formulate a response without the knowledge of the 25 word limit.
Oh,
Go
perfect.
ahead.
That's even better.
You can come back to me.
I really hope it's a very elaborate statement that doesn't actually get useful until word 26.
I send
That'd just be fucking hilarious.
same message to Anton.
Okay, Anton, that pops in your head. Would you like to respond? Or are you too busy having a PTSD flashback? Actually, I can tell you for a fact that you were too busy having a fucking flashback. Fuck you, actually.
Does he hear it at least?
Oh, he hears your voice in his head as he's like panic attack on the side of the... It's so bad to the point where somebody thought he was a casualty and he's being taken into triage.
Anton's just like in his head responding to Vin, "Get out of my head, get out of my head."
Vin,
Shut
not you too. Just the whisper of Vin. Not you too, man.
I shake my head confused. I go to
Oh,
the
God.
jeweler.
Now I'm getting flashbacks of when he got fucking bit by a vampire. Fuck.
Hell
God damn it.
Amazing.
Carlos would-
Okay.
yeah. Shit.
Carlos would probably have
Protect me,
gotten.
Anton.
Carlos probably would have gotten to the jeweler about
Yes.
the same time that Vin does.
Yes, I will say that you do.
Okay.
Either that or you've been waiting for him.
Yeah. Carlos would be like nonchalantly leaning up against a wall, kind of like halfway in an alley, waiting.
With his fancy new clothes.
Yeah, fancy new armor and fancy new rapier.
Which I also would have saw earlier as well.
I know, but I'm.
Would you have appreciated it?
Yeah.
The work, the
Ah,
heart.
such fine accoutrements.
That queer little sword.
It's not. It's not little.
I asked Carlos, well, have you found anything on this place? I was busy at the keep.
No, I only got here a few minutes myself. I decided I'd see if you showed up first before I started poking my nose around.
Well, I think I'll wait on the roof. And when things get bad, I'll sneak inside.
Amazing.
Carlos would take a few casual rounds around the building as much as he can.
Describe
It's
the
not
building
its
to me.
own. It's
is
not
it
its
like
own
on a wall of
independent building.
buildings?
Yeah, it's part of a block.
Perfect.
Is there an
It's-
alley behind it?
No,
Okay.
not a usable one. And remember, I'll reiterate this just in case anybody's forgotten. That during the night, all of the streets and alleys are lit up to such a degree that they're not really capable of just blending into the darkness because of the gas lamp system, and the heavy patrols. Like, this place stays pretty crime free because there's basically nowhere to hide within the city streets. In terms of like, ooh, I'm sneaking around in the dark. No, there's not really any dark. It's all pretty bright. You can see to the end of the street. You can't see well, but you can see that there's a person there. Same way you look down an alley, you see there's stuff there.
Okay.
It's low enough light. Just as a reiterating a statement, so that you remember that
How wide
what the
are
city looks like.
streets?
the streets themselves are quite wide. You're looking at like 20 feet minimum in the smaller streets, but you're looking at 40 to 50 feet wide. Like, these are meant for, the main streets are meant for heavy traffic, and this jeweler's shop is on one of the main streets going through its district. There's actual, so the sides of the streets, the 10 feet, 12 feet out, we'll say 15 just given D&D stats, so 15 feet out on either side is just straight cobble, and then the middle is dirt and mud. In some places, again, those ratios change, but that's essentially what it is. It's a main street for caravans, horses, all that kind of stuff to pass without destroying themselves too much. And then on the side, that's where you walk. It's where all the stone streets are. And then the gas system itself is towards near to the buildings, the gas lamp system.
And are people pretty panicked in the streets right now?
There is a sense of urgency that is definitely fueling the movements of the people and the shopkeepers. Some shopkeepers are actually closing up their business. This jeweler, if you pay attention through his windows, which they are clear enough that you can see inside, he definitely seems a little bit frantic. He's taking some of his possessions, some of like the nicer possessions, and he's moving them away from the storefront. He's starting to take things back, making sure the the blindfold. Not the blindfold. Fucking shit. Making sure the precious possessions aren't in plain sight.
Is he like
maybe
putting them and trying to transfer them somewhere else?
All you see through the window from where you are is this man puttering about, and he appears, he takes things off a shelf, and he disappears again, then he comes back and he takes things off a shelf, and he's like selecting, doing it carefully. Like I said, there's nobody's like panicking and running and looting yet, but he's definitely moving with a sense of urgency, and people outside are moving. They're getting to their destination, wherever that destination is. It's no longer shopping time, it's okay, I gotta get home time.
Okay.
so. Now might be a good opportunity to try to convince him again. He seems panicked.
Carlos, go ask him about the rings. Ask him what he plans to do with the rings.
Very well. Should I mention you?
No. I've already been in there once. He may get suspicious.
All right. Carlos would push through the door, and he would be maintaining a calm and cool exterior. And he'd wait until he had the jeweler's attention.
You get his immediate attention as soon as you walk in. In fact, he comes towards you in a measured but still sort of like concerned physique about him. He's not really all that impressed that you're here. Not you specifically, but just somebody showed up, and he comes towards you with a thin smile on his face. And he says, good afternoon. I'm sorry, but with the trouble around town, I'm really not open right now.
Does he not recognize me?
He's when he gets closer, he sort of takes a step back and recognizes who you are. He says, hello. But he doesn't really say anything else.
I know you, but still leave.
He's one of those, yeah, I know who you are.
So I look to where the Vin's jewels were, or his family's jewels.
Oh yeah.
Look at his family jewels. No, so I look to where they were displayed before. Are they still there?
Roll me perception.
Really? Okay. All right. Okay. All right. All right. So 11.
19.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. They're still there for now, but he was in the middle of packing them up, so they're not on their stands, but they're in the display in the open case where they would normally be stored for safety.
I've come to inquire about the Cairona family jewels that you were gifted before. Are you sure you're going to be able to keep them safe? I'm sure you've seen the commotion outside. There's soldiers littering the streets. They're obviously not coming back from a victory. This was a resounding defeat. I don't think that they're going to be safe here in this city.
The man's attitude instantly sours. Not another one of you. Listen, I'm not just going to handle such priceless artifacts away to some person, some individual, just because there's a bit of a panic. These are priceless. I'm not just going to give them to you for free. These are treasures. What, you think because there's chaos outside the streets and I want to protect from looting, that I'm just going to give away something that is quite equivalent to a lifetime's treasure?
I'm not saying you give them away, Carlos would begin as he took a step closer to the shopkeeper.
He takes a step back.
But I have a friend that is concerned about them. I'm not saying that I want to take them from you.
Super quick, Vinshenzo, did you announce whomst you were when you spoke to this jeweler?
Yes. We had like a whole like thing where it was like, oh, you're a Cairona.
Oh, yeah, I just had to remember. So in that case, Carlos, as soon as you mention that you have a friend, he's gonna sort of swat his hand in the air as in a pacha, a pacha. And he says, "Oh, that Cairona! Ah, listen, if he wants to come and bother me, he can do it himself.
Are you sure you want that?
I want nobody bothering me, but if he's gonna have the decency to come and inquire about such a priceless treasure, you could at least have a little bit more of a spine than sending a lackey. Now be gone."
The look on Carlos's face would sour, but he wouldn't move. So tell me. The orcs come, they raid your shop. What then?
That's not going to happen.
Really? And what's going to prevent that? You? He'd point his finger at him, almost touching him in the chest.
He takes another step back.
Oh.
The city guard, the Westmarch kingdoms, the city will not fall. I'm protecting against looters.
Have you taken a look outside recently? Have you seen how many wounded soldiers there are? More soldiers than not came in on stretchers from the front. Like I said, they did not come back to the town in victory. They came in crushing defeat. These walls will not protect you. These soldiers will not protect you. If you had a modicum of common sense, you would do something to protect your valuables.
I'm gonna get you to either roll persuasion or intimidation, depending on the avenue you're taking with your remarks. Are you trying to scare this man or convince this man?
Did you see what I said in chat, Chris?
I always try to convince. After like 5 to 10 minutes, okay. So I guess
you're not quite at that mark yet. There's still a little bit more
I'm just
chitty chatty.
I'm just making sure. Yeah.
I see that and I have it on the back of my mind.
Okay, so 17 plus 10.
Oh.
Sorry, 9. So like 28.
Sorry, are you convincing or intimidating?
Trying to convince. I may be being a little aggressive about it, but
yeah. His expression of anger turns to like his entire facade turns into one of like worry, and resuming like panic. And he begins to stutter. The soldiers dead and wounded. What do you mean defeated? The kingdoms of the West Marches don't get defeated in battle, not against orcs, not against heathens and swinekin like that. Absolutely not. No.
If you think,
that can't
honestly think that was the case, do you think you would see so many wounded and dead soldiers here as far back as Vales?
I haven't seen anything. I've been stuck in my shop all day.
Then look, all you need to go is to the window.
Oh no, you can't see that shit from the window.
Okay.
Sorry.
Oh.
These guys are in public squares. They're coming from the east. You're on the west side. Like he knows that there's commotion. He knows of it because he's been told, but he has not seen anything himself. He's been
if you want
stuck
fruit,
in his store.
Lock up your shop. Come with me, and I will show you.
Oh.
I just leave my worldly possessions here to be taken and stolen. No, I must secure things here before I leave. Anybody could just come in and take these valuables. They must be secured. This is my life's work. These are treasures. I cannot just folly off on some whimsical sightseeing tour. Yes, there's bad outside, but this is important here. I must do my work here.
Is your shop security so mediocre that you wouldn't be able to spare 5 minutes to walk down the street?
Oh.
The answer he gives you is... Sorry, I'm stalling to think of a good... I know what he's going to say. I just need to know how to say it. He says, look around. The militia's not here. The security is not here. Normally there's law and order in the streets, but it's turning to panic and chaos. I must secure everything here from the riffraffs, the ne'er-do-wells, somebody who would come and take advantage of my lapse in judgment to go for a walk down the streets. I will go in and see what is happening after. We can maybe speak after, but for now, the protection of these priceless artifacts and these wonderful crafts, they must be put in the back. I put them in the back, put them where they're safe, and then I can go do something else. But I must protect my wares.
And I'm waiting here, Carlos would say with finality. There's only one thing I'm concerned about, and that's because my friend is concerned about them. And he would kind of just take a step back, and he would find an empty wall and lean against it.
I was hoping for a more dramatic, immediate response from Vinshenzo, but as you were speaking these words, the Cairola's bust in! And by Cairola's, I just mean the singular.
Sorry, I was reading how something worked that I might need to use.
Okay, well, you're in the middle of his statement of like, oh, well, I'm just going to stay here. That's when you...
I burst through the door. And say, all right.
All right.
My patience grows thin. The king is declaring that this is war. Give me the rings.
Oh shit!
Damn!
God damn.
Much for pacifism, shit.
I am asking nicely.
This is him asking nicely.
It's him being mean. I don't think you're being nice at all. Okay, how are you convincing this? What skills are you using to convince this man to give over his things?
I would consider that intimidation. I
would too. I just wanted to see what you thought.
Well, I mean, it could be persuasion. I would get more, but it's
I
intimidation.
think, given the aggressive nature of your statement,
demanding the rings.
Yeah, I believe that's intimidation. I just didn't know if you're going to add any magical pizzazz on the top of it, where you can be like, yeah, I'm casting that. I just wanted to make sure.
Sure, I make sparks come from my hand with prestidigitation, and I rolled a 9.
Nathan.
Fuck. What's your family name again? Your maiden name?
Helvani. Yeah.
Helvani. Okay. Did you tell him you were Helvani?
He did.
Okay, specifically. You didn't say you were Cairona, you did mention.
He said they were Cairona family things, and I was able to identify that they were Helvani things, and I didn't get into it with him about splitting hairs about which family it was.
Okay, so he thinks you are a Cairona, he doesn't think you're a Helvani.
Yes.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure before I fucking started out on it. So you told me to give it back. He says, finally! You send your errand boy in to try and acquire precious family goods. Why don't you just leave me alone? Go and be somewhere else. Bother somebody else. I'm sure you have some other family jewels sitting in another household. I know the Caironas give out gifts and lavishness to everyone. Why are you bothering me with my rings? Go away.
I do not want these precious artifacts of my family to fall into the hands of savages. I promised you, sir, that they would be returned to you when you sought them out from the good lady. I promise you that, sir. And I still promise you that, even if I have to take them. I have a question. Would I get advantage on intimidation since me and Carlos are there? And we're both like big hunky dudes?
No, because Carlos he's leaning quietly against a wall and he hasn't offered any overt aggression, unlike Vinshenzo, who's just flown in and tantrumed his way into conflict.
Yes.
He rolled a 4 on intimidation.
Yeah,
I'm
I
sorry,
know.
but that's like, come
Well,
on, man.
9.
It was a 9.
Was it a 9? Why is this
He
a
has
4?
modifiers.
A 9
Oh,
total.
9 yeah.
Did you forget how D&D works, Chris?
I didn't forget how D&D works. I just don't know his modifiers off by heart, but I can look 2 minutes later and see a 4 and still know that it was bad.
Good morning, Quiz.
Oh.
Okay, how does he respond?
I mean, you went from shouting at him to promising him that you would give his stuff back safely, even if you take it. He's not happy with that. He says, "Out! Get out!
Okay.
Be gone! I shall call the town guard!"
I cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
Oh no.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
This is so fucked, dude.
Okay.
What was that? Oh.
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 Are you
How'd you do that? Look at that, dude.
I don't know.
God damn it.
Is it Tuesday?
It's Wednesday.
It's Wednesday.
Oh, now everyone's connecting. Okay.
Fuck.
I don't know why, but I can't hear any audio from Tabletop Simulator.
Probably because you've been unplugging and plugging your frickin' plug constantly.
I think
Quit
it's
plugging
Tabletop
everything.
Simulator's, they're in.
I'm chilling in the menus.
Same. I can't start a game.
Shit.
Oh.
Okay, the server list is populating again.
I'm trying.
He's trying.
Okay, well,
Try faster. Ah!
I cast Tasha's
clicking.
Hideous Laughter.
So
Okay.
hideous.
Also, that was Kardoc's fucking dookie dice that he leaves on the table, and you can't see it because it's dookie colored.
It
like
was
the table.
16.
That was a 17, actually.
Oh, was it a 17? I read 16 on it.
On yours, it was a 17.
I read 16.
Dookie.
Same.
What are we talking about?
Was it before
one that was-
or after it got re-rolled? Because after Nephis rolled it, it was a fucking 16.
That's what I saw.
It was initially a 17.
Okay, well.
Carlos possesses the
Alright, we
dice of
figured
steam
that
crashing.
Good job,
Kind of
everyone.
odd how it went from 17 to
Okay,
16.
Tasha's Hideous Laughter. The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or fall prone, becoming incapacitated and unable to stand for the duration, which is up to 1 minute. A
Hell yeah,
creature
dude.
with an intelligence score of 4 or less is not affected.
Okay. Just give me a second. Still. Disconnect from server timeout client. Oh, God damn it.
Yeah, we already freaking do that, dude.
We're over fucking.
It's your die.
Okay, well, somebody else roll a d20 on my behalf.
Oh, the server's coming back up.
You're the only
Devon, huh?
one, Chris, who can fucking roll in your server.
Sorry, I thought you guys were fucking into the tabletop
We're about to
simulator
be.
because that's what it says in my thing.
I'm a fuck, dude.
I'm fucking rolling D20. It's not working, Chris.
Thanks.
Devon choked on all of his.
We're here.
Oh, Knight rolled for you, and he got a 19.
Oh,
I didn't
hell
roll
yeah.
shit.
Thank
I
you,
rolled.
Knight.
I didn't do
Pink and
shit.
Purple. I'm colorblind.
What?
Oh, wait, that's
What?
against me, though. No, Knight, why'd you roll that?
Yeah,
didn't roll-
night
I didn't
roll.
touch
Yeah,
shit.
night roll.
I didn't do anything.
Oh, the
I
Okay,
just-
well,
table's all fucked up for me now.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
yeah.
what is wrong with this?
What do you
Oh,
mean?
Devon, you're in the wrong seat.
I realize.
Everything's fucked.
White is the first seat.
There's shit everywhere.
Everything looks normal to me.
I think we might need to relaunch the server. The table's fucked up.
Table's fine.
Table looks fine to me.
Here, I'll do it again.
Oh, there it goes.
There
That
it
fixed it.
goes. Thank you. Oh, but this is tiny now. Oh, but now it's
Oh,
big.
it is. Yeah.
It's tiny, then it's big.
Okay.
Hooray.
Tasha's hideous
Devon, can you give
laughter.
me my special thing?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, all my fucking notes are... Yeah.
Hey, I've been putting notes in my Discord private channel here. That way it's not like totally fucked. So
I've been pressing the Windows button, typing in Notepad, and typing into the Notepad application, bundled with Windows 10 and 11.
Looks like all of mine.
smart.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, this is the official roll for the official merchant. Official. He got a 9.
Here's the brown roll.
Leave my fucking die alone. Fuck you.
He got a 9, which I think fails because it's against my spell save DC, which is higher than that, even though I don't know what it is exactly. Because it's wrong all the time.
I thought we established this like a while
8
ago.
plus spellcasting modifier plus proficiency.
Okay, so higher than 9 then. Got it.
Yes.
He just sounds like he falls down in laughter.
Why are you putting things
Yeah,
on
he finds everything funny now.
Stop it.
Those are my eyes.
Stop. I don't want your eyes on me.
It's not you.
Makes me feel unclean.
This is you.
Stop it.
I can see you.
Okay,
over
so what
there.
happens
Now
to
I
the
know.
merchant?
I don't know. Whatever the effects of Tasha's hideous laughter. I guess I have to read it, but I.
He finds everything funny.
What?
He falls down laughing
You. Then he
for a
does that.
minute.
He fucking does that. Then I guess. I don't know why. If that's what it does, then he does that.
He falls down in
Well,
laughter.
I don't know if he
Quick,
succeeded the wisdom saving
He
throw or
didn't.
not, or what.
He did not. Quick,
He did
go.
not.
I said that.
No, you didn't. You said he got a 9.
I did,
I don't
you're
know
just
what
not
his
listening.
bonus is.
I told you he fucking failed.
Okay.
I said
Y'all
he
just
rolled a 9,
get
comma,
along.
he failed.
Okay, he falls prone. I say, Carlos, fill your pockets. That will be payment enough for you. I take the rings and leave. I draw the curtains on the store and leave.
Don't need to tell me twice. Carlos starts looting everything.
Wow.
Wow.
Holy fuck.
What the fuck?
Okay. I
Hey,
guess
when the
I
payday
guess
two
you have a minute.
cops coming.
Holy fuck.
That just happened.
Hey, it's not my fault.
Carlos
We
is
are
just
now
following
on
orders.
a fucking
It's
time limit in
amazing.
this town. That is shorter.
Amazing.
We already
All
were.
right. So you spend a minute looting as much as you can
No.
get. I will.
I spend 30 seconds looting.
Wait, what's his bounty gonna be?
Is it wait? When the people are laughing, are they like aware of what's going on?
Yes, they just find everything funny.
Well,
I would assume it's the like equivalent of being like horribly tickled and you can't get away. So it's not like
yeah,
it's
like,
not like you've
laughing
become
to the
blind, deaf, and
point that
dumb,
you
but you're
can't,
just
like breathe.
yeah.
He
but
perceives
but he's
everything
still-
as hilariously funny.
Yeah,
his
he's
eyes
still
are still open and his ears still work. Is more my point. Even though he can't do anything, he is
Okay.
aware of his surroundings to a degree.
So
If you
Carlos
murder
doesn't
him, you
actually
get
do that because I just thought it'd be funny.
Oh,
But he does. What's the closest thing to him against that wall?
he's like in the middle of the shop room floors. If you're standing right over,
No, me, Carlos.
oh, you, necklace, I guess.
necklace. All right.
I guess.
Fucking swipe a necklace when he's. I watch him, and I swipe a necklace when he has his eyes closed from laughing too much, and I leave.
Okay.
Or you
I'll
could
roll.
kill them.
I'll roll sleight of hand if you want me to.
No. You. I'm not gonna make no. you take the necklace. I will figure out what kind of a necklace it is right now.
Or you can kill him.
Oh,
Kill 'em.
Jesus. Good. But I mean,
Says
what's
the
start?
voice in your head.
Kill him, then everything here is mine by right of conquest.
Mm.
I go to the camp.
I follow after Vin.
Okay, so you guys make your way out of the city into the camp. Okay, so what the fuck was that?
Oh, god damn it. So what happens when they go to the camp then?
Did the server die again? Oh.
Yeah.
God fucking damn it. Server's still up though.
I'm still here.
I'm trying to get back. Hang on.
It's Kardoc's poopy dice that's doing this.
No, shut up.
Yeah.
Do you want me to change everything to red? I'll do it.
So we have an idiot from the fucking West Coast, an idiot from the East Coast, and an idiot from the Middle Coast.
I'm
These
central.
don't make no sense. What servers are it?
What are it?
What are it?
I think it's my servers. I'm disconnected from Steam as well.
God
Oh.
damn it. It's not Tuesday.
The
I
thing is
disconnected from Steam.
it doesn't show that I disconnected, but like I'm not seeing anything.
My friends in chat are disconnected.
Well, I'm always invisible, so that's probably why you see me like that.
No, I'm
didn't.
telling you that there is a bar on my chat thing that says disconnected.
Blue.
Fair enough.
Steam. I'm telling you that.
So,
Oh, never mind.
I guess while we're waiting for this, what happens to them when they go to camp? Anything now?
You guys are trying to get. Okay, let me remember what was happening. So Isaac and Khutula, where were you guys trying to get to together?
Well, I was planning on going back to camp and like trying to meet up with people or the inn, I guess.
I also figured the camp.
Remember, you two have found each other, so you two
Yes.
collectively, you chose to both go back to camp, or no?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
because if Nephis
so,
isn't there, I can at least track him.
so you guys make it back to camp.
God.
You two are the first two back to camp. Anton, what is it you wanted to do?
After snapping out of my state,
Oh yeah, no, sorry, you're fucked up. Never mind.
okay, I was gonna say I was gonna head
You're
to the
fucked up,
library.
You're in triage, man. Like people think that you're injured.
Oh, get away from
You
me!
had a
I'm not
panic
injured.
attack to the point where you fucking like end up as part of the casualties.
Get
Fuck!
off of me. Get off. He's delirious. Hold him down.
Get the hells away from me!
Fucking hell. It's okay. You're
Server's
fine.
up.
I can see the light again.
Oh, jeez.
You got to spend some time coming to. It's a panic attack, man. It's not just one of those like, oh, I blinked and now I'm okay. Like, fuck.
You Dornian bastards!
Pretty much. So the order of people, seeing as everybody's making their way back to camp. Nephis, you were at the keep, and then you're making your way back to camp. Khutula and Isaac, you guys are somewhere in the middle of the city, making your way back to camp. Same thing with Vinshenzo and
That's very
Carlos.
confusing because I was at the camp when Vinshenzo sent me the message, but now I don't fucking.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were. Never mind.
So that means Anton's the only
It's
one.
hard to figure it out when you don't have all of the information in front of you in the chat, because I know it was in the chat. Okay, so you're at the camp. So you're already at the camp. Isaac and Khutula, you get there next. You two arrive at camp, and only Nephis is there.
Okay.
Servers back up.
Thank you.
A lot of shit going on.
Oh, Peter Montfort's. Oh. Fuck.
Peter Montfort.
His sheet is like glitched over here for some reason.
Peter
What is
Mom.
the
It's okay.
timeline?
Does that fix the Peter fart.
The only thing you need to understand, Vin, is that Anton's the only one that's not at camp.
Not yet. No, right now it's Nephis and Isaac and Khutula. So there's 3 people not at camp.
Okay.
Hey,
I'm going to the camp, but I'm
I
not
know, I'm
at
aware
the
of that.
camp.
Yeah,
that means I don't have to look for them anymore.
just the 2 of them.
Yes.
The other 3 aren't there yet. Excuse me. Okay, so I guess you guys don't really interact. That's cool. All right, you get up to camp and Nephis is in the midst of packing.
Oh.
I was giving you guys an opportunity to, like, I don't know,
Well,
interact if you wanted to.
when we said we got back to camp, I literally said there's a lot of shit going down in there.
I know. I
I
know.
was waiting for someone else to respond or say anything, but apparently not.
I'm not there, Xane.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to fucking Nephis.
And Isaac.
Fucking Nephis always
good, you guys
ignoring
are
me.
back.
Look, I'm gonna be honest. I completely missed Khutula saying that.
It's fine.
It seems like it's about time for us to get the fuck out of here, huh?
Pulling his backpack onto his shoulders, already packed. He's like, "Yup." And says,
I mean,
he's at the keep.
Not before we find the others.
They know where we're at, so if they can't find us within a reasonable amount of time, I guess, I don't know.
Okay, well, a reasonable amount of time passes, and Vinshenzo
there?
and
Oh my
Carlos.
God.
Nephis draws his sword, hearing this voice.
Wow.
It's Vin and Carlos. It's Vin and Carlos. They come out of wherever it is that people come from
I
when they come from the
strum
city
my
to the
lute
camp.
To identify myself.
Quick, impromptu jam. Everybody play.
Where's Anton?
He's not here.
I thought he would have been with you guys.
I sent him a message from the keep. If he has not returned yet, then I don't know what is made of him. Nephis, have you told the others about the situation?
They seem to be pretty aware. They just got here not too long ago.
I tried to secure our place in the keep in case the city came into a siege, but the king there was quite unruly.
Well, if the city comes down to being besieged, then I think even if we had a place in the keep, if it comes down to that, I don't think there's really much we can do about it and no way out. So maybe it's better that we're out here and being on our way.
I was just keeping our options open, dear Khutula.
Probably definitely would have been the best place to go if we got trapped in the city. But it looks like we're out of it now. Except for Anton, that is. We'll have to go back in and find him, I guess.
Is there a table at camp?
Camp has been
I
packed
know.
up.
There you go.
I slam
Maybe
my
there's a stump or
fist
something.
on the back of the cart and say, "Damn it! We best be going, but what of Anton?"
Can you send him another message?
Aye. Give me a moment. I strum my lute and say to Anton into his head, "Anton, the others are planning on leaving. Where are you?" We're at
Anton,
camp.
roll a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Oh, baby.
I was really close.
You've managed to recover from your panic, and you hear Vinshenzo's message.
Then I was having a situation. I need to grab something before I leave.
Can you? Oh, I don't have any. I don't have any more spell slots. All right. He says that he needs to grab something. He wouldn't. The blasted man wouldn't tell me where he was. He says he needs a minute. But a minute is already over.
Nephis
God.
fucking drops his bag, fucking grabs anything close to him on the ground, just fucking hucks it
Into the woods.
into the fucking river.
Wait, what?
Okay. You do that.
God.
Hello?
Hearing this, I realize that time is basically running out. It seems like the others are wanting to escape, and while I wanted to help this town before, I also don't want to get left behind. I am going to rush to the library really quick.
Oh.
Okay, it's not too far out of your way.
I am going to see if I can ask the librarians if I can keep some books and keep them safe with me, because I think this place is going to get sacked.
Oh.
The librarians agree. And they tell you that you can take any books that you wish.
I want to
hope you safety and success and all that.
I am going to grab the books of Calhoun that I found earlier. Any that I pretty much could get a hold of in relation to the topic. Stuff it in my bag and fucking get the hell out.
Right.
How many would you be able to type me up a list of those books?
Yeah.
Here in a bit. Okay. I wanted to get those books the hell out of here because I really, yeah.
Specifically about, sorry, which ones? The one about Calhoun or the ones about like Calhoun and his religion?
I want to grab all of the books that I can.
Oh.
I want to grab as many of these books that I can as possible.
There's not a lot. This is not like a well-researched topic. I just want you to know, like, when you say all of the books that I can, like, what you're saying is, I'm going to grab 3 books. Like, I just want you to be aware.
Yeah, anything in relation to Calhoun, that religion, just anything that I could find just really quickly there.
Okay, you get
stuff it in my bag and get the fuck out. Yep, I'm going to start running west now that I have that.
Eventually you make it back to the camp. However, you do push through a decent size parade of people who are beginning to leave the city en masse, and they're leaving through the western gate.
I'm going to do the same. I have a feeling that the group is probably still in the direction of camp, so I'm going to try and find them. They couldn't have gone far.
Well, you make it to camp, and I believe you find everybody there at camp, including Nephis, who's just throwing shit.
He's watching for orcs.
He's watching for orcs. Oh,
yeah, he's watching for his mortal enemy.
Sorry. He's not throwing
Who
shit anymore.
Who the fuck is talking for me? Fuck you. No, Nephis just had a tantrum hearing that fucking Anton is gonna go for a fucking little shopping list. So he's just sitting and waiting.
Hey, after what I read of those books, fuck you, I want to save these things.
He doesn't care. There's fucking shit approaching and you're fucking researching some bullshit that he doesn't even know about.
I wasn't trying to research, I was just trying to get those books the fuck out of there and fucking run like I'm taking,
books.
Right.
Anyway, Anton runs up, clearly winded, just a little bit of running. Is everything packed up?
Khutula like hefts her pack and looks at Anton. She's like, I mean, that depends if you've got everything, but we don't really have time to go back, so I hope you do.
I've got everything. Let's go.
What's
I don't know.
You, Anton?
Do you have everything? You were out during the day, and then you went to a triage center, and then you fucked off out of town. How much stuff did you leave in the inn?
Oh, here
pretty much
we fucking go.
I took my stuff.
You were out of it for a while. Do you still have the mask?
Did you take all of your stuff out of the room as though you were packing up to go on an adventure when you went out just for a random day?
How much
Do you
stuff does he
feel as though
have?
he would? I don't know. That's why I'm asking him. Like,
I
did
think
he
all
take
he
his
has
big
is like his
fucking...
armor and his shield and his sword and the mask and his
yeah,
money. That's it.
And his smith
And he took
tools
all that
he
to work
takes
with him? I
him
just-
to smith.
no,
I'm
no,
just
they're not my
asking, like.
they're not my smith tools. They were the blacksmiths. I was
So
borrowing
you
their
took your
tools.
fucking backpack full of all your sleeping bag and shit to work with.
I
That's what I'm asking.
Yes, of course I did.
Okay.
I'm a fucking like I'm a goddamn hobo right now. Fuck you.
Okay.
Hobo who pays 4 gold
I
a
just-
night.
I just wanted to make sure.
We already lost everything once,
3.
Chris.
I have everything with me. I can assure you this. I have everything.
You've all learned. You've all learned that lesson. All right. Okay. Then yeah, you have all your shit. Then
It's not
you're
even
all
the
ready to
fucking
go.
same thing.
You're all packed up.
I'm going to hop up, get the horses ready to go. If everybody's ready, everybody hop the fuck on. Let's get the fuck out of here.
We were waiting for you, Anton.
We'll talk about it later.
I sit on the back of the cart.
No,
We'll talk about it later, okay?
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about it right now.
Carlos jumps on the cart.
It's not like it talks. It's not like it takes a lot of physical activity to sit on a cart. So I mean, the cart can move, and you guys can talk about this at the same time.
You at least have the mask, Anton.
Hearing that, he quickly checks. Oh god.
Wisdom saving throw.
Fuck! I'm moving.
No.
You best.
Oh.
Oh, that's not good.
You fuck.
2. At least it's not a critical
How is
failure.
it my fault?
I told you I had everything. No.
You feel as though it would be a really, really good idea for you to show everybody that you have them by taking it out of your bag and putting it on, just to show them that it's there. This is a really smart idea.
Vin wasn't there for the fucking metagame talk about, oh, do you have all your gear? Vin just saw you come back and was like, oh, don't worry, I'll talk about it later. I'm here.
Okay, so where is Anton in regards to like on the cart? Where is he?
I'm like I've got the reins of the horse, you know, like all that.
All right.
Oh,
Carlos would probably
awesome.
be on the back near Vin. Fuck.
Looks like we're going off-road.
I was gonna say I'm sitting in the center, so
Is anyone close enough to stop him?
Well, I wouldn't be sitting next to him, and even if I did, I'd just get PTSD.
None of you, I don't think any of you really know that anything spooky or not spooky would happen if he puts on the mask. I don't like Anton doesn't even know if anything spooky or not spooky would happen if you.
I
put
guess
on
we're
the
about
mask.
to find out what happens when he puts on
analyzed it by Khutula and fucking
Yeah,
saw that
Khutula said.
it had powers that weren't magical,
Yeah, she just knows that it's a holy icon.
that are
Well,
unknown.
she knows that.
Unknown powers of unknown effect and unknown origin.
okay. All right.
Yeah.
So Anton puts on the mask.
Anton
I don't
puts on
know.
the mask.
Okay, he puts on the mask. Nothing happens. You put on the mask. It's on your face. Look, see, the mask is there. It's right
here.
there.
It's fucking
fucking
right
mask.
here.
Khutula fucking like waves at him, just like, is that really necessary? We see it's there. Put it away before it gets damaged or something.
Anton, someone's going to see.
He looks confused for a second, feels his face. Oh.
No, you damn well knew you put that fucking. Oh, maybe you didn't. I don't know. But yeah.
No, it just kind of just
put that
spur of the
damn mask
moment. It was kind of a spur of the moment thing. It's kind of like, oh,
Nephis is gonna stand up in the cart and go up to the front.
so nothing happens at all.
He's going.
The
to,
mask is on your face.
All right.
He's going to grab Anton by the collar.
While he's driving the cart. No.
Well, are we driving or is he?
Yeah.
is he on-
Yes.
Actively fucking off. This is all happening in the process of fucking off.
Oh my god. Anton, stop with the mask. Drive.
Okay, fuck.
He's gonna sit next to Anton.
I'm driving.
Like a
Okay.
parent that needs to make sure his child's not going to get into trouble.
What is going on up there?
quiet.
The mask is still on Anton's face.
I'm not even gonna bother to take it off
Does
at the
it have
moment.
a strap?
Nope.
No, just yeah.
It just fits real nice to his face. It's just this bone half mask, half face mask that is just sitting on his face.
Oh my
It doesn't look like it's sucked to him or anything like a leech. It's just
sucked
sitting on his
on him.
face.
So that's happening. I'm not taking the mask off my face right now. We're going west.
Okay, you're going west. You're going west. How long are you gonna travel west for? And are you gonna stick on a road, or are you just gonna like travel west and fuck off into the woods?
Get on there.
I'm going to ask Nephis for advice because he probably knows directions a bit better right now. So what do you?
Good thing he's sitting right beside you, huffing.
Can
and
Nephis
puffing.
even take him seriously right now? Just
Well,
fucking.
considering that we crossed the bridge already, Nephis is just gonna rub his face and just Anton, and he's gonna look at him, and he's gonna fucking put his palm out and try to grab the mask off his face.
Okay, it doesn't come off his face.
It's sucked on there. I told you.
Oh.
He just kind of like, what the hell are you doing?
I'm gonna try pulling again.
What the fuck?
Okay, Anton, he's pulling on your face. He's
Not
pulling
like
on the
a light
mask that's
dog.
on your face, but he's just trying to.
on.
It's not coming off. It's not coming off. It's just
Anton,
on your
what are
face,
you
and he's just
doing?
pulling at you.
Nephis, what the hell?
This mask sucks bad.
My gods, what have I done?
Stop the wagon!
He fucking... Curing this, he fucking is like, alright, fuck.
Again, he's active. Well, unless he's stopped, but he's actively like on your
I
face.
stopped, yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna listen to him, it's like, fuck, alright, fine, fuck. Tries to pull off the side of the road.
Nephis
Well,
is
you
gonna get out of the
successfully.
car and fucking just drop his.
The cart is now stopped. The wagon is now stopped. What the hell?
Anton, do you still have that bloody thing on your face?
Yes!
Anton just kind of looks at the rest of them.
Take it off and put it somewhere that people cannot see it.
Nephis will.
Anton,
The back of the wagon. It won't come off.
What do you mean it will come off? It's just a mask.
Sucked on.
And we're not even heading the right way.
Anton, just take the mask off.
Anton's gonna try and take the mask off here. Is he able to take it off or no?
I think.
Nope.
Is it still stuck?
Nope. It's on his face.
God, Anton, why?
Oh fuck. God damn it. I meant to play something
It's-
else.
It's time to die.
The appropriate song for this. Fuck you.
It didn't
Look, I
copy
can't-
paste.
Khutula like waves to him. It's like, I don't know, someone take the fucking reins. We'll get him back here so no one can see him.
No, I can. God damn it.
Nephis, can we go this way and make it back to the town, the other town, or do we have to be on the other side of the river?
The river follows on the the road follows on the eastern side of the river. We've already crossed. There's no roads heading south.
Okay.
I
But there's
don't know
orc-
what's going on.
You know. All right, fine. Let's turn around.
Nephis fucking throws his bag into the seat where he was in. I'm never,
Anton gets him back instead and just listens to them for a minute.
never you ridden or directed horses before.
Why can't
Yeah.
you take the mask off, Anton?
It won't come off my face.
Does Anton have a traveling cloak?
What have you done?
Actually, I think I do. Hang on.
How
At his
is
full
Carlos
speed back
supposed
to
to sell
Vales.
this to his contacts with you attached to it?
I do have a traveler's cloak. I can cover my face a little bit.
Yes, cover it completely. I don't care if you can't see.
He flips the hood.
Prince is coming up. You better have his face covered.
Is this any better?
Keep your head down, too.
I will point out that you will have to either drive entirely through the city of Vales, or you will have to skirt around the outside.
What the actual fuck?
Remembering that the south side of the city is a fucking mountain. And the mountain extends like... Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna follow next to the river.
Basically, like, the river is in part of a valley, and valley's got a mount. Well, not to be too stupid, but valley's got like a fucking ridge on either side. And then, so like the entire ridge that makes up the peak of
cuts off, and it turns into like a cliff face.
Not really, no. It's like the river's in one valley and the city is in another. In order for you to get to the road that you're trying to go to, like, you can follow the river and you'll still end up, but you're going to be going for a little while. It's not like a little sneaker around this hill.
Yeah, I'm just gonna avoid the town so we don't run into any issues. So
okay, any issues?
We're being impeded by any terrain. We're gonna follow the river until we're able to head east towards the road.
You will be traveling at slow pace due to the fact that you're taking a horse and cart off-road by a river in a place that's not usually traveled by horse and cart.
Aye.
Okay.
Anton,
given that,
why'd you have to put on the mask?
Once you get around the city, are you just going to start traveling south to Cools?
Yes.
We were gonna head to Anton's friend's house.
Anton's friend's house?
He's probably
Isaac's.
the fucking whatever the military that Anton is fucking in. There's like an outpost somewhere that we were gonna head to.
Oh, that's
in the Dordian Cognate, which is really far away.
We're going to the forge next anyway, so let's just head to the forge.
I will point out, just on the world map, if you all look, you're currently right here at this red dot.
Yes.
Your next destination in your overall journey is at this dot. The plan, if you look at the west marches, just to reinvigorate you guys, I believe your plan was you wanted to go back along the roads and then travel. Yeah. So you'd have to travel south and then travel
south and west.
Wouldn't we be
Nephis already knows this.
Wouldn't we be traveling through Orcs if we did that?
Weren't the Orcs mostly in here?
The Orcs that we encountered were not...
there are parties everywhere.
Orcs were not between Cools and Vales. It was between somewhere down to the south. So we hadn't run into them between Cools and Vales.
Plus, you gotta get your fancy clothes you paid for.
Yeah.
I'm wearing fancy clothes.
But they're the ones you wanted specifically, not ones loaned to you.
We're not gonna make it in a day!
What's gonna happen when they can't get the mask?
Look, we need to get the hell out of here first. We'll worry about that later,
yes,
okay?
Anton, and you've made things quite a bit more complicated. Thank you.
Damn you.
Damn you, boy. I told you from the moment you laid eyes upon that mask not to put it on. And look what you've done.
I didn't.
Put it on!
I never put it on. I kept it safe.
Then why is it on your face, Anton?
He asked me if it was there.
So you put up... When someone asks me if I have money, I don't take the fucking bag and pour the contents on my face, Anton.
Did you ever feel this? Have you ever held this thing?
I'm about to when I rip it off your face if you don't shut up.
My face.
Oh my.
Touch my face.
He just kind of rolls his eyes for a minute and just keeps his head low, just letting the chaos just happen.
Oh, speaking of money, Mr. Stormwind, I believe I owe you 50 gold. I must apologize dearly for the trouble that we've gotten you in, but hopefully it makes some difference. I give Isaac 50
you didn't
gold.
have to work for an ounce of it.
I mean, I said earlier you didn't have to.
Yes, but I promised you, I hired you on into this mess, and please take the money, sir. It would let my conscience lay a bit lighter on me.
Okay. I take the money reluctantly.
You now have 50 gold pieces, courtesy of Papa Vin.
Papa Vin.
Hey, I'm almost as rich as I was before we got robbed.
About
too.
3 hours down the road, I would pull the wagon off to the side.
Anton would not have shown his face for most of that, just kind of
So,
thinking...
just really quickly, the route that you took to try and get around the city of Vales, as far as I'm capable of understanding, is you basically bushwhack it down the river until you got to a point where you could find a road.
I would bushwhack until I would be able to find a flat enough area to head east to find the road, yes. To avoid
Okay.
the town and
I'm going to tell you right now, this will take you a day. Hi, dog. Why are you... Okay. Hello.
Why are you dog? Hello.
Hello.
Dog doing.
Hi, dog.
God.
So it'll take a day of traveling downriver to
get back to the main road. Okay, whoever is pencil looking, remember that there's a fucking ridge, a big ass ridge that travels south in the middle of the city, so you can't just spook your way around the southern edge.
Am I experiencing anything, or is it just... It's just on my face?
The mask is stuck on your face. You can be as scared as you want, but there's a mask about for speaking to dead people stuck on your face.
I'm not.
Oh.
I'm not scared. I'm more agitated just because of how everybody is acting. That's the only thing. Like, I'm not like afraid of this at the moment.
Okay, well,
such a big deal about this mask being on my face. It's just, it feels nice.
there's a mask on my face and I can't get it off, and everybody doesn't like me for it.
I don't understand why.
Where's the crime?
Finger.
It's cool as fuck. Fuck you.
Amazing. Okay, well, it takes you the rest of the day to get around the city, but before the end of the day, before sunset, you're able to find the road. Now, the road isn't much farther outside of Vales. It's like it's going north to south, so you're outside of the immediate range of the city, but you haven't, in terms of traveling south, made it too far, because you ended up wrapping around east to be able to get to the road using your general knowledge of travel.
About how many miles are we away from the town?
Okay, if I remember correctly, I'm reverse mathing. Oh fuck! Why am I gonna reverse math this? That's retarded.
Just how
You're approximately 2.5 days ride from Cools. So if you were to leave tomorrow morning, you would get there at noon in 3 days. Sorry, 2 full days of travel.
Possible imminent orc attack. I'm wondering how our distance from Vales.
Ah, okay, your distance from Vales. You are about fucking Christ. It's 2.8 days. Full travel from Vales to Cools is 2.5 to Cools. So you are about 3 hours. I'm gonna say 3 hours travel north would take you to Vales. That is rough mental math. It is not perfect, but it's what I'm saying.
All right.
Okay.
I will leave the wagon on the side of the road, or pull us like into the trees.
Aye.
Okay, you pull into the trees. Deadly, so you camp for the night. Nothing really disturbs you in terms of like what? Yeah. Yeah, hello.
Before we retire, Carlos has something that he was gonna do.
Oh.
All right, so Anton, come here. Sit down here. He'd point to like an overturned log that was near the campsite.
He kind of looks suspiciously at Carlos for a moment, and it's like, no, it's probably fine, and just walks over and sits down.
All right, fucking Khutula, can you come here, please? Take the hood off. It's fine now. We're in the woods.
I go nearby as well.
He flips the hood down to reveal the
mask is still on there, right?
Yeah.
She tosses her pack like to the wagon and walks over.
Carlos is clearly agitated. He's been agitated since he discovered that the mask won't come off of Anton's face. All right, we need to figure out some way to get this thing off your face. Khutula, do you have any ideas? Because pulling doesn't seem to do anything. It seems like it's fused to his face somehow. Do you have any ideas?
I don't really know anything that you guys don't know about it. As far as I can tell you, even if I had the methods to dispel some kind of magical property, it's not magical, and I don't even have those tools on me or that knowledge.
So you don't have any like magic spell that can remove something from something else? I don't know how magic works.
I'm not like a scholarly wizard. Like most of my stuff is just things I learn or understand just from feeling it. I don't like tactically learn spells.
Anton's gonna try and tug at the mask again to see if he can take it off. Or is it just not gonna?
It's not.
Okay.
It's not
like,
coming off.
Oh.
You're like pulling at your face, and it's just not coming off.
Carlos would get really close to Anton as he inspected the mask, probably uncomfortably close, but he didn't really care.
Anton just kind of reels back just a moment.
Carlos would grab his shoulder and keep him from moving too far. And he'd like really just look around the edge of the mask and try to see like, is it visibly like connected to his face, or if it's just looks normal, more or less, except for a mask being there.
It looks like it's a snug fit. It just looks like it's a snug fit. It doesn't look like it's clamping onto his face. It doesn't look like it's on him, doing any harm or damage. There's no swelling, no bruising, no redness, no white skin from pressure. There's none of that. It just looks like it's fitting snugly and securely on his face, as though it was made for somebody with his face shape.
Anton is actually like the fucking reincarnation of Calhoun.
Oh, that'd be really weird if he was.
That would be really weird, yeah.
Cool.
All right, Carlos would be getting more agitated. He'd like kind of pull at the edge, not like hard, but he'd kind of like pull at the edges of the mask with a finger and try to see if any part of it was looser than the other side. No.
Snug. It fits snug.
All right, he would like use his index finger and his thumb, and he kind of like try to grab the bit in between the eye holes, being careful not to like poke Anton in the eyes and try to pull it from there.
Oh, hey, careful now.
You yank his face forward.
What the hell?
Damn it!
This is hopeless. Anton, you've complicated this simple job of Carlos's.
Nephis
Carlos would let go of Anton, and he would like turn around and very dramatically walk away with his hands on his hips, and then he'd whirl around and be like, it was a mistake trusting you with that mask, Anton.
He gets up, just kind of a little bit frustrated. Mistake? What the hell?
All with the silly bone.
You not grasp Do you not grasp the situation, Anton? What was my job, Anton?
I understand what your job is. However, I'm going to be honest with you, aside from all the other bullshit that's going on, I don't think it's worth 150 gold. I think they're freaking shaking you.
Of course it's worth more than 150 gold, but it's only a finder's fee.
Yeah? And what's going to happen when you give them? What happens
Then-
if you give them the mask anyway? They're going to kill you?
No, they'll give us the gold. There's some honor among thieves. I wouldn't expect you to understand.
Oh.
Nephis breaks out laughing. It suits you guys.
Carlos would ignore
Suits you
Nephis.
for raiding that tomb. Shame on all of you.
I mean, I'll be
Anton,
honest.
If
love
we
it.
can't get that mask off by the time we get back to Cool's, what are we going to do? Are we just going to hand you over and be like, here you go, you get a person as well as the mask?
Oh, I'm sure they'll be very understanding, Carlos.
Carlos ignores Nephis harder.
He just
Vin
kind
can't
of-
help but enjoy Nephis's commentary. He laughs as
So,
well.
Anton walks up to Carlos, like, pushes him a little bit, just with his finger, just right in his chest. Hey, do you have any fucking idea how hard it is to fucking resist putting this thing on? Do you hear the voices? Do you hear them, like, trying to tell you to avoid it?
Do you hear the voices?
You've been hearing voices this whole time?
Yes!
Carlos would, like,
You didn't-
almost
you
lose
didn't
it
tell
at this
us.
point. He'd fucking smack Anton's hand away and fucking just kind of turn around with his hands on his head. And he'd turn back around to Anton and be like, you are hearing... Do you think that... Anton, that only reinforces what I said about it being a mistake. Nobody else hears voices from the mask. It is you! And you alone!
Yeah. Surely that must be the case because Khutula took it, remember? I gave it to her. I felt this overwhelming feeling of needing to protect this mask, do whatever I can to protect this mask, and I freaking did. I did my job.
This sounds
Yes,
like
and then we
Carlos
get
didn't do
down.
his.
And then when you get to town, that's only half the job. We need to give it. It needs to be taken from your face and given to someone else. Maybe I should have trusted Khutula.
He just looks at Khutula, just not wanting to say anything about, just like disregarding that idea. Maybe.
Kind of just like puts her hands up a little bit, like, just don't fucking drag me into this. I don't
He's like, I
know
don't wanna-
what the fuck to do.
Yeah, like he doesn't even say anything. He just kind of looks at her for a moment and then just looks back at Carlos like, what the hell?
Seeing as she's kind of getting dragged into it too, it's just like, all right, so you're hearing voices. What else do you know about it? I don't know anything about this other than what I don't.
Well,
Hold on. When when Khutula says this, did she just vaguely gesture in Anton's direction?
Yeah, basically.
Okay, continue.
But it's just, she's just kind of like frazzled, and she's like, I don't fucking know what to do about this. Is there literally, you've been hearing voices from it? Does it tell you anything about it? Do you know? Can you tell us
No.
anything about it?
no, however, I did get these books. And he goes into his pack and pulls out 3 books related to this. I pretty much started looking at
I
these.
got you books. Please don't be mad.
I took these from the library and I asked the librarian. They said that I could take them. But after our meeting at the camp and after that, well, I just wanted to know more. Maybe it might tell us something.
Oh,
Vin composes
something to work
himself
with.
for a moment and says, Anton, you've been hearing voices this whole time and you didn't think it pertinent to tell us?
He just ignores Vin on that comment and just gives Khutula the 3 books. that he got from the library.
She kind of
Nephis
sighs,
stands
thinking
up
she
and
would
starts
at least.
whistling.
She kind of sighs, like was actually looking forward to a bit of a break from fucking reading 24/7. She's like, "Fucking, I'll start looking through these. Maybe it'll tell us something." Not your fucking personal scholar, but we need that money.
Nephis would walk over to Khutula and put his hand on her shoulder. Maybe there's some good fish in this portion of the river. I'll find you something. And then he walks over to Carlos, laughing, and just walks past him.
So, Ed, Anton looks over to Vin. So, what the hell happened with the idea of going to the keep?
What do you mean, Anton? I sent you a message clear as day.
I was having a bit of a situation.
A situation?
Oh, the voices again?
No. just remembering my dead friends is all.
Oh, so
my.
ghosts now.
No, I was freaking walking through town, freaking trying to find you guys, saw dead soldiers everywhere, and I just remembered my time in the Dordian Cognate, okay? It's fine.
Wish I'd realized you were so unstable before I trusted you.
Wow.
He just kind of just takes a moment. He doesn't say anything, he just breathes. Carlos. What the hell is that supposed to mean?
You're hearing voices, Anton. That is not a normal phenomenon to have. Plus, you see a few dead soldiers and you immediately lose your senses?
Well, I mean, it is quite upsetting.
Sure, it is very unfortunate for them. I wouldn't want to be in their situation either. But I don't understand why that would cause Anton to be incapacitated.
Oh, I'm unstable. He points to Isaac. He fucking...
Oh, you're talking Isaac into it?
He was fucking in the crypt, rocking, just sitting there in the fucking dark. Like, you want to talk unstable? He looked like he's seen some shit.
Fine. You're both unstable. Are you happy now? No offense, Isaac, but I'm trying to make a point here.
How was that? I wasn't paying attention to anything any of you said.
Oh,
Good.
and not only that, and he points to Vin, he's still got fucking issues with vampires on his head constantly.
At least vampires are real, Anton.
Yeah.
They tried to
Are the
kill us,
voices in your head
Anton.
real?
Yeah, I'm aware. And it damn near killed you when he tried to give it a fucking hug.
Vin looks confused.
What is he referring to?
He's referring to the first time they ran into vampire, vampire, and he got bit. Yeah, that's what he's referring to.
Okay.
That's what he's pointing about, is when, like, Vin walked up to this vampire and just got bit.
Look, we all knew Vin was a little naive when he came on this trip with us.
Oh, please, Carlos.
Vin, I'm defending you, okay?
Why are you dragging me into this now?
Anton already dragged you into this. I'm defending you. You didn't know any better.
Well, I'd like
To be
think
fair,
so.
To be fair, I don't think any of us expected that woman to bite him. Stop licking your feet.
Oh,
He just kind of seems confused by this. Didn't we? Okay. He just puts it aside for a moment.
is there anything truly horrible, Anton, about trying to end a confrontation amicably?
Ending a he just is kind of a little bit angry at the moment. Why is the pacifist trying to lecture me on this? Because I'll be honest with you, I was prepared to make permanent pacifists outside those goddamn walls.
Wait, what?
I was fucking prepared, and suddenly I start hearing the fucking voice of you that it's like, okay, we're getting the fuck out of here.
I was telling you, Anton, that there was no place for us in the keep and that the others were gathering at camp. I was simply keeping you informed, and you're angry at me? If it's not for me, the others would have had you left behind.
I would not have.
He just kind of looks at the rest of the group, just just kind of thinking on this.
You already know I wouldn't have left you behind, Anton.
Look, he just puts his hands forward for a second. If you guys ran away, I understand. If you guys left me behind,
I would not have left you, Anton. I was simply making sure that we were able to regroup, as it were.
Yes, but as I'm stating again, if you guys got out of there, you saw what happened in those streets. You saw the people that were coming in. I can't blame you if you guys ran.
Okay.
Okay, I'm glad we settled that.
I am not...
May I remind you guys that we are not here for a mask. We're not here for riches, but we are here to find knowledge about the vampires and head back to Cools.
And get our shit back.
Yes, I realized this was a side job. We went to Vales, we got what we needed, we made some coin, we got some resources. Now we're going back to Cools to get more resources to fund us in order to defeat the vampires. Everything we have done, that I have done, has been towards that goal. I've never lost sight of that.
Good, because to be honest, it was starting to seem after like a week or two that it just seemed like our adventuring lives were over.
Well, you did almost die, Anton.
Yeah, and honestly, I was ready to die if that were to come to it.
Oh,
Anton,
please.
Look. Anton, look.
Okay.
Carlos is visibly like trying to calm himself down at this point, after he's gotten most of his emotions out of him. We need to figure out some way to get that mask off of you. Either here, or maybe they know something more. Maybe they didn't give us the whole story, and they know some way to remove it from your face without killing you. But either way, it needs to be removed somehow, because you can't go the rest of your life walking around like that. Either people will shun you, because, like, what kind of freak would wear a bone mask in public? Or someone would recognize it for what it is and remove it from your face by force. You understand how serious this is, right?
He sits there kind of confused about this. Just kind of looks at his weapon for a second, then looks at him. I don't see how it's... Never mind.
What are you perplexed about, Anton? We were told from the start that it was a very valuable artifact that others may be looking for.
Yes, I'm aware.
Yes.
So you don't think that maybe they'd be willing to try to kill you to do it? And that maybe if it's so valuable, they'd have the resources to send countless individuals after you?
Look,
he just run.
He just takes a moment to breathe. We'll figure something out.
Kind of giggling. Oh, I'm sure that thieves will be very understanding of your little complication.
Nephis! Are you even a little bit concerned that Anton could die over this?
Carlos, he's right. They would have told you not to put on the mask if they knew this about it.
Perhaps.
Nephis is right, Carlos.
But he finds this whole thing entirely too amusing for my taste. Anton's life may very well be in danger for the rest of his life, however long that may last.
Simply enjoying the experience of life. I cannot fault a man for that.
Speaking of which, how did you even meet these guys anyway?
He's a thief like them. He probably has his ways.
Yes, a common thief.
We have our own language, okay? We can pass information without being noticed.
I don't understand why they call you a thief. Like, I haven't seen you steal anything.
That's...
He's a good thief.
Actually, Mr.
A
Anton.
fool's language, but no one would understand.
I've not seen you steal a single damn thing aside from the title.
Thank you, Anton. I appreciate that.
He just kind of looks at Carlos. Wait, what?
I guess Anton doesn't realize that the best thieves aren't known as being thieves.
He doesn't actually fucking know.
Why is the lawful or neutral good person saying you're not a good thief? That's a good thing. That would be a thing to be admired.
He's never seen you steal anything ever.
Exactly, and that's praise because that means I'm good.
Wait, have you stolen something?
Carlos didn't say that. I said that.
Yeah, he just kind of sits there, just thinking on. Wait, have you stole something?
Have you seen me steal anything, Anton? I just know the tools of the trade. Okay.
Oh, please.
He wouldn't be able to see it because it's on his face.
Nobody here is
his blood is on
anything,
your hands, Carlos.
Anton, except
if
you.
he does die.
Oh, okay.
And you wear it upon your face.
Look, we'll figure something out.
I sure hope so, Anton, for your sake.
He just kind of stands there for a second. You know, I think I actually needed this.
What?
I haven't seen you guys all that much in like 2 fucking weeks. I've been working my ass off.
Yes, you didn't come to my show, Anton.
I know, I've been busy trying to fucking make a living. And I haven't... Well...
Yes, in more lucrative ways than others.
I guess I was just kind of missing you guys a little bit.
Anton, we at least us 3 and the rest of them for a little while, we slept at the same inn. You could have at any point just come over during the evening.
Something just kind of goes into his mind for a moment, but he pushes it aside, just his mind just thinking that.
The inn.
No, I had to work. I was working at a blacksmith to try and make money to even afford the room, and then I was doing bounty hunting afterwards at night. I didn't come home until, I didn't go to my room until like very late. Like everybody else was like asleep for the most part. Or I was just damn near exhausted.
I only meditate for 4
didn't
hours.
have much time for us anyway.
And then by morning, like I'm already out the door before many of you guys were even awake, so.
I only meditate for 4 hours. I'm an elf, you see.
He says nothing to that comment. Look,
I'm going to choose to believe that Vin didn't really say that.
I think I'm gonna take a walk for a minute, and then I'm gonna just get some rest, okay? I think we all need it after today.
Stray too far,
you don't.
Anton.
What?
Nephis will grab your arm and not allow you to leave camp.
But that...
If you're leaving with anyone, you're leaving with one person. At least.
Okay. Are you suggesting you want to come with me?
Aye.
Alright. Fine, let's go for a walk. And Anton is just gonna go take a short walk for a bit just to kind of relax, and then eventually return to camp to get some sleep.
Nephis will give you space, but he's just gonna watch over you.
Okay.
You're on parole.
Aye.
Come on, undead Pearl.
Wow. Okay, look at that. That was pretty. Jesus Christ. Okay, everybody who's involved in that gets an inspiration point. I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
I don't think I can gain any more inspiration because I've already got one.
What? No, you can have more than that.
I've
Have
been
an extra.
stacking.
Okay.
Yeah. If,
Well, in that case, I got 2.
God says it's okay, then yeah, I've been stacking it.
Okay, in that case, I have 2 inspiration.
I will state that you start stockpiling the inspiration. You can't just sit there and you burn them off all at once. I will limit the promiscuous use of inspiration die. That's just the way it is. Promiscuous spamming inspiration die.
Basically, you're saying you can't inspiration on every attack or something.
Yeah, if you start playing funny games like that, yeah, that's like if it's one of those hey, this is a really crucial moment. This could be the final blow that I don't know severs the head of the dragon. It's like, okay, yeah,
this is it. This is either me or him.
Yeah, but if it's I roll stealth with an inspiration die, I still fuck up. Okay, I'm gonna dip into the shadows and use an inspiration. No, fuck you.
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay, this is a good point to step off and finish the session. We could go for longer to make up the 3 hours, but at this point in time, we'd be starting into something else. So I'd rather start at this good point here.
Oh yeah.
And I'll be able to over the weekend get all my extra shit together. That way I'll have everything properly set up next week, like it's supposed to be this week, but alas. And then we'll be able to carry on.
Right.
That's cool. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Sorry for the rocky start, but it looks like we made some good headway.
That was near the ending, incredibly chaotic. Holy shit.
That's kind of how those arguments go sometimes.
Oh, I mean,
It's
just
really fucking good.
getting the hell out of town too was just absolute chaos.
Yeah.
So for until next session, the in-character stuff, would that just be still at the camp, or would we start traveling again?
You guys will. That will be up to the in-character dialogue. I have no issues with the party beginning to travel. But yeah, that's about it. I got no issues with the party beginning to travel. In-character dialogue hasn't been used a super duper amount, but some minor shit. You won't be able to make, as was stated at the beginning of the whole in-character dialogue channel, you guys can't make major headway doing things, but you can still pass some of the traveling time or do something like that when there's no expected or otherwise outcome.
Yeah, for sure. I just wanted to make sure there was more room for doing stuff outside of the one night or something like that.
Yeah, no, you're not restricted to just the one night. If everybody collectively is ready to move to the next morning, you guys can pack up camp and start drawing the horses down and, argue more. Whatever you do is entirely okay. I will tell you this, don't expect to make it to Cools just in the dialogue chat.
Yeah, of course.
Other things. That's too much of a leap.
Damn, dude.
Zowie.
Damn.
All right.
Excellent work, everyone.
Yeah, well done.
Well done.
Oh god, the mask is on my face now. Fuck.
What does the mask look like, since we all have to look at Anton's mug now?
Okay, so in my head, it sort of looked like the Sailor Moon mask that the dude wears in the Sailor Moon cartoon, where it's that sort of opera-esque mask. It's
Is it like the mask in the Hero Forge? Because there's literally a skull mask that's half face.
I thought it was the one that was in like Hero Forge, for example.
Never looked at
Sailor
it.
Moon man mask, and I see a guy wearing glasses.
Yeah, that's what I see it too.
Hang on. I mean, God, is it that good? Mask, costume. It wasn't him.
Clothing, mask.
Who am I thinking of? Hang on. Face mask. Maybe it's not that guy. Anime. Oh yeah, that's the right thing.
Oh God, I'm turning anime. Help!
Help! I'm turning anime.
I searched anime Sailor Moon boy mask.
Okay, so you know those Phantom of the Opera masks?
No.
Yes,
Yes.
somewhat.
So it covers, effectively it covers your nose, the upper part of your cheeks, your eyes, and your forehead.
Oh.
That's how much his face covers. It's made, the material that this mask is made of is bone, but it is not trying to yeah, Khutula, something like that proportion.
That's
Hang
not.
on, I'm popping out Hero Forge really quick. Hang on.
It's not
So
too
it,
bad.
yeah, it's not
Kinda-
like,
kinda cool.
it's not ostentatious, but it is made of solid bone.
Yeah.
And it's
Definitely turn a
Pretty
few heads.
dashing, Anton. I think it suits you very well.
Oh my
Don't
God.
listen to Carlos.
I mean,
Just has this mask on for the rest of his
He
life.
puts a little
it's enough of a mask that if you